Gear cleansing. We got 1420 out of 1500 artifacts. And then I have, let's see, 1200 out of 1500 accessories. So guys, we're going to dive into this. I have some in my inbox as well. It's going to be a pretty long video. It's probably going to be part 1 artifacts, part 2 accessories, uploaded at a different day, because this video is probably going to be like an hour long. Typically, gear cleanses when I do them for other players take about 2.5 to 3 hours, depending on the account. So I expect mine to be a little bit faster. I know my gear pretty well. I know kind of what I'm looking for, so it's less I have to dive into it. But I'm going to go through and explain the sets, give you an idea of what I keep, why I keep it, and I'm going to provide you guys this sheet as well. Now, when you get this sheet, you're going to want to go to File, make a copy, and then when you get the copy, you're going to have to hit Protect Sheet, and then come over here, hit Cancel, and there should be like a little trash can icon to remove the lock from the sheet so you can edit it. Now, what this sheet is it's essentially a breakdown of your gear. So I went in here, searched up my artifacts, and saw the breakdown. Now, I go to unequipped, and then all the artifacts and accessories you see here are strictly based on the unequipped that I have in my inventory. The equipped is just to give me an idea of, hey, the champions aren't naked. So that's mostly for accounts that I log into. I want to make sure they actually have champions equipped, and that it's not like 100 pieces of gear and I'm selling off all the gear in their account. So the breakdown that I have right now is apparently I've let some 3 and 4 star pieces slip through the cracks, and I have some 5 star. It's probably going to be sold majority of it, but really I want to make sure this pie chart is essentially have a small sliver of blue, only the best of the best rank 5 pieces, and then rank 6 is just the majority. And then for the accessories, honestly, it's going to be basically no rank 5, and I'm going to explain that when I get there, other than unique sets. And then down here at the very bottom is a very good breakdown in my opinion, and something you definitely want to know is how many of each chest, glove, and boots do you have? So how many HP, attack, and defense percentages do you have? Some of them are more valuable than others. We'll get into that as I do the cleanse, but this is very important information to know when you're cleansing your account, because if you only have 10 accuracy chest plates, they may not be very good, but you may need them to actually put on your champions to build them correctly for different areas of the game. So if you only have 10, you probably aren't going to go super hard on those. Now, as far as the initial cleanse, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and first start by going to filter. We're going to go rank and rarity, and then anything that's down here, select all, sell. Boom. Super easy to do. Now, I do want to preface this. My account is a little bit later than some of you watching. It's a little bit earlier than others. So I'm going to be doing stuff that you may not want to do. Listen to my reasonings, and if they don't align with where your account's at, don't do it. I'm probably going to be more strict on my stuff than what a lot of players may be. However, if you're really late in the game, I may be easier on my stuff because as a content creator, I sometimes keep extra gear so I can gear my champions at a little bit lower threshold sometimes. This piece of gear isn't very good. But from this, after my initial little cleanse of the 1 to 4 star gear essentially, I'm going to go first move myself because this is going to be super annoying if I leave myself right here the entire time. Move myself over here and start doing some action. So 5 star pieces. What I typically do, 5 star blue, it's very unlikely that any of these pieces are going to get used. I only have 7 of them. We're going to sell them all. 5 star purple. Honestly, I'm probably going to sell majority of these as well. So this shield weapon, it's not horrible, but I haven't used it yet. And I like to think that if you have a piece in your inventory that is not equipped on your champion, chances are you probably, it may be one of your lesser pieces, especially if it's a 5 star piece. I haven't used it to this point. I'm probably not going to use it, so I'm going to go ahead and sell that. These weapons in Savage, it's got crit rate, so it's okay possibly. Honestly, both of these are possibly on the chopping block anyways. They're 5 star epics. To be honest, they're probably going to be on the chopping block. So this is kind of a low roll. Actually, definitely is a low roll, and so is that. We're going to go ahead and get rid of it, cut my ties, get rid of the 5 star epic stuff, and then the cruel pieces. This chest plate's actually pretty decent. It's difficult to get a good chestplate and cruel set. Attack percentage with crit rate is okay for a nuker, possibly for Centranos. That is something I'm going to keep in mind. Now, I'm not going to keep all pieces that could roll decent, but some of them I will. Now, this Divine Offense set, honestly, I don't like it just because of the look of it. It's kind of one of those things like the set just, I don't like that Arena gives you these sets. So on my account, I basically sell them out of spite because I hate looking at them, honestly. Now, in other accounts, I don't sell them so strictly, but the 5 star pieces, I definitely get rid of without paying attention to on this, which is fine. The 6 star pieces, I will pay more attention to. So we're going to sell all of these because I don't like them. They're ugly. To be honest, though, some of them are pretty good. Divine Speed, Divine Crit is especially okay. I guess. Now, for Divine Speed specifically, if it rolls speed, it's even better. Now, I do want to let you know that I'm talking fast right now, but whenever we get into the actual cleanse portion, I'm going to slow it down a lot. So if you're wondering, whoa, I can't listen to this in 2x speed. Don't worry, I'm gonna slow it down when we get into the actual cleanse. This part's just basically clearing out all 5-star gear. So right now, I'm not gonna be going into the sets and where they're gonna be used, just kind of a quick sell. So lethal, this is a valuable set, even at 5-star, because you do wanna finish out sets with this. So you wanna make sure you get a full 4-piece ideally to make it work. So all these, with the exception of this helmet, will be kept. Protection, honestly, all 5-stars I'm going to sell. 5-star epics I'm going to sell on this because unless it's legendary, I really don't need the protection stuff. The boots, a possibility to be kept. The stone skin stuff, I'm going to be very, very picky. With the purples, I'm just going to sell it all. I do want to keep some legendary stuff. Legendary 5-star, I'm okay with keeping, but the purples, I'm not going to keep. The epics. The instinct stuff, it's a little bit of a mix. I do like instinct. The sets are okay as far as this. This helmet's okay. This weapon is not great. I'm gonna get rid of that. For a lot of players, you could keep this. It has the stats you need for this set, but I'm just gonna get rid of it. Like I said, this is a quick comb through of my gear, and then we'll go into the actual more in-depth cleanse in just a moment. Defiant, we're gonna look for speed and stuff. Speed, crit rate. I'm just gonna sell all that basically. The impulse is actually pretty good if I have speed. Just going for the set bonus. So we're gonna sell majority of that. Zeal, it's hard to get a set done, yet I have really good pieces. Supersonic, if we get some speed on these, I will keep it with a chance of triple rolling because it is a pretty okay set if you're going for champions like Armands and such. Now, Merciless, we're gonna get rid of. This one, I'm a little bit more slow to get rid of because it is very valuable as a 4-piece set, as a 6-piece set on damage dealers or support. So I will keep this one even at 5-star more frequently. Now these gloves, crit rate gloves, probably won't be used even on a damage dealer, so I'll sell that. Slayer, very similar. When you're trying to complete these special set bonuses, it's more easy to reason, hey, or rationalize keeping pieces that typically would be sold in a normal set. These bottom sets are much more unique and much more valuable than your top sets like your shield, your speed sets even possibly, but your life, offense, stuff like that, definitely more valuable towards the bottom. So let's go to the legendary stuff real quick. Now these may get into, I may not go into too much of this. We got 95 pieces. Let's go into sell this. This pair of gloves, actually pretty decent. Could go on somebody. Double crit, triple speed, triple crit. We'll keep that for now. Not gonna, that's actually okay. Provoke, I'm gonna keep those gloves because provoke set's very unique. Triple roll shield that was used in my recent thumbnail. I'm just gonna, I need to gear some more champions for Centranos. That could be okay. Speed with crit rate could be decent. Looking for speed on these pieces, honestly. HP with speed. I'll roll those pieces to see how they do. They may be instantly sold anyways. And then Divine Life. Really don't use that set very often. I do like to keep enough pieces where it actually can use eventually. But for the weapons, I'm going to sell most of this stuff. So, sorry, for the Divine Speed. If it has speed, I'm going to let it roll. I'm going to see if it can roll anything decent. I'm not going to rework it or anything like that. So hopefully it goes okay. This is a pretty low rolls on the triple roll speed there. The lethal stuff, keep the crit rate, possibly triple roll crit rate, very nice. Possibly speed rolls. If we get quad speed on these pieces, it could be used on somebody for sure. So I will keep it with that possibility. I don't want flat main stat. On 6-star pieces, that's okay, but knowing these pieces are gonna not have very high speed rolls anyways, I wanna make sure that the main stat makes sense. For Stone Skin, we're gonna go pretty quickly through this. Pieces that are 16, I may keep a little more frequently. But honestly, I really need some silver as well. So I got to go through and upgrade a lot of this stuff to begin with. So I'm just going to do the initial comb through of this, and the initial comb through of my accessories, and then go through and upgrade stuff. Hopefully I have enough silver to do that. But I'm going to upgrade everything to like 8, possibly 12, and go from there. So crit damage, I'm not going to use that most likely ever. I'm not using it currently, so probably won't use it in the future either. Triple roll accuracy with speed, possibly okay. Kind of a useless double roll there. Righteous, nah, I don't like that too much. Triple roll crit, possibly speed rolls. Triple roll crit's kind of dead, honestly. Speed. Most of these pieces are gonna be sold. Speed boots I'd keep. Merciless is worth looking at before just instantly selling it. I'm gonna be more strict on the 5-star pieces though, because I want it to actually be good. Some speed, possibly for a support. Some speed and crit rate. Because getting these sets finished can give you pretty nice bonuses to your champs. HP percentage, defense percentage are nice. Attack percentage with no crit rate, not gonna keep that. Get rid of that. So Slayer, last one. Once again, similar thing. Keeping decent pieces that could be possibly used just because I try to complete the set. So the mythical pieces, 5-star, I got some. These ones are probably going to be attempted to be rolled. Some speed, triple roll, essentially quad roll speed. That's okay. Double roll, crit rate, crit damage, resistance, dead roll. So I'm probably gonna get rid of this one, honestly, at 5-star. Not fantastic, not fantastic. Defense percentage with HP percentage, not great. Resistance with crit rate, not gonna be used. Accuracy, triple quad roll, essentially, could go well there. Quad, double, okay, so good crit rate. Sorry, good attack percentage and crit rate there. Like I said, guys, I'm going to go into more details once I do this initial comb through. The 5-star gear is pretty easy just to blow through real fast. And since majority of my stuff is 6-star, I want to make sure I'm selling stuff before I go into roll. Because what I do is I use RSL Helper to auto upgrade my stuff. And if it's 6-star, majority of it that I'm keeping is probably going to be worth rolling to see how the subsets are. But I want to go through and sell the 5-star stuff so I don't waste my silver on the pieces that I know aren't very likely to be very good. I don't plan on re-rolling any of this 5-star stuff, so even if it was to, you know, quad roll on that piece, I'm probably not going to be using it anyways. Quad roll crit rate, triple roll speed basically. That's a good speed. Not using it, so probably won't be using it anyways. Crit damage with crit rate. It's possibly okay, but for a damage dealer, I need more damage in general. Some speed there, and HP percentage with speed, possibly. This, I'm just looking for speed. Speed, speed, speed. Ideally with the boosted stat being speed as well. This set's far less used. Triple roll speed already. Some speed boots, I'll keep them. So Merciless, if it's already rolled, I probably kept it for a reason. Crit damage, crit rate, not gonna use that. Attack, crit rate, it's kind of difficult to use, honestly. But maybe for a defense nuker. So there we go, 29 pieces sold there. So we're looking at right now, 10 million silver. It's pretty low. So I've been farming a lot of spider. Now the accessory cleanse is gonna be on a separate video, but for a quick comb through, let's see, rank and rarity. Everything below 5-star instant sell. 5-star blue is all gonna be instant sold except for the unique Rathalos pieces, because I sometimes need those to complete sets. Even the cleansing stuff I don't care about. Refresh is sometimes worth keeping because just throwing the ring on could be better runs if you're going for like speed run stuff. So Rathalos all gets kept at the moment until I get more to finish out sets. Accessories, I farm so much of these that honestly, even the legendary are going to be instantly sold. So epic, actually epic and legend, honestly epic, legendary, and anything and mythical to a point. The banners won't be sold necessarily. So we're going to keep the unique sets. I have a lot of the unique sets. I'm going to have to start cleansing these down as well, unfortunately. Refresh. Don't necessarily need the blood shield. I got plenty of, not blood shield, plenty of revenge at 6-star, so I don't need the low revenge accessory. Supersonic is questionable as well. Stone Skin's always good. Merciless is always good to finish a set. Refresh is potentially sweet, and protection is very much worth keeping always, because you never know when you need a champion to have 9-piece protection, and the only way to get that is if you have the 3 accessories as well. Champions like Duchess and stuff, you can take a sacrifice for your stats to get that effect. Revenge, not so much needed. As far as 5-star, I can sacrifice that. Stone Skin, same thing. You want to have 2 accessories. It's okay if you take a stat hit. They're just so valuable. Stone Skin. We'll sell the revenge. Good silver coming in from here if I sell all this stuff. Supersonic, don't really care too much about that. Even if it was a quad roll speed, it'd be questionable possibly, but I'll keep some of the banners, I guess. Protection, keep that. Protection, keep this one. Doesn't really matter too much what it is. Just gonna keep it. Rathalos, Stone Skin. I may miss some. That's okay. This is just the 5-star pieces. A little less of a big deal if I keep some of these. Stone Skin. Refresh. We'll keep it. For the possibility of speed runs. Now, on your account, maybe you just get rid of the refresh. For mine, I don't have a ton of refresh. I don't buy a ton of it. So I keep majority of what I get, basically. So 14 mil right there. All right, sweet. So now let's go to the mythical. The mythical pieces, probably very similar, honestly. We're gonna go through here and sell the non-unique sets. Unless it's a banner. If it's a banner, I may quad roll. If I quad rolled speed, I would keep it. Well, like, I guess I got quintuple rolls essentially, 5 rolls, whatever. Okay, like this. Perfect example. If this was to roll speed several more times, maybe actually worth keeping. It didn't roll speed at all, so we're just gonna get rid of that. Easy. Now let's go to 6-star. 6-star blues, basically all are going to be sold because especially the ring and the necklace. I have enough farming and spider that the 6-star blues aren't really that needed in my account, honestly, because I can get the double rolls and triple roll. I can get double rolls easily. Anything less than double roll is probably going to be sold from my account anyways. So blues at best are going to double roll. So I don't even need them, honestly. Make sure we have no Rathlow stuff lurking around. There we go. The banners, honestly, same thing. Like if I'm not double rolling speed, probably not gonna be keeping if it's a banner with speed on it. So we'll check this. This may not be a great idea for a lot of players because you may actually double roll speed if you really need speed in some factions. Most of my factions have plenty of speed on the banners though. Now for the epic stuff. Epic is where it's actually worth rolling for me because if I get like triple roll, attack percentage, whatever, it is worth rolling, of course. So now for the necklaces, attack necklaces, I just don't use many bomb champions, so majority of these are going to be sold as well. These are only usable on bomb champions basically, so I'm going to go through and basically more or less sell all these. Now the ones with the accuracy are worth keeping and rolling if you use bomb champions in that faction. Sylvan Watchers has no bomb champion. Sacred Order, I don't think has any bomb champions either. Shadowkin, don't think it has a bomb champion. Maybe, no, Astrolith, where is she at? Dark Elves, I think. Demon Spawn has a bomb champion. I'm not using them. So the only champions I use that are bomb champions are Night Revs, as well as Gaius, Night Revs, and dang, Nishak. What is he? He's a Skinwalker, yeah. Night Revs and Skinwalkers are really the only bomb champions that I'd be even considering to use. So I don't really need these in any other faction. But the specific faction, the special accessories, can definitely be used. So I will keep those. Now, before we get too much into the weeds on the accessories, I want to jump back over to the artifacts. I need to now see how much silver I have. So I have 36 million silver. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come over to RSL Helper and I'm going to have it go through and essentially any piece of gear that is level 0 to 4, so all my 4-star pieces and below, which is a decent amount of stuff. You click add to all to queue, 544 pieces. So 544 pieces are currently unleveled in my account. Actually, before I do that, I have some flat boots right there. So the bottom row pieces, flat stats on boots especially. So HP, attack, defense, not speed. Speed is a flat stat, but it's not one you sell, are going to be sold. The chest plates and the gloves, HP, attack, and defense are all going to be sold as well, unless they have speed, and you may want to try to roll it. For me, that's going to only be like speed sets, because even this, if it quad rolls speed, well, I'm probably not going to be using that likely. Something like protection, though, it is possibly worth trying to actually roll a triple roll speed. Something like stone skin, it may be worth trying to roll, because you may get a good roll to where you actually rework that piece. Same thing with Savage. I may actually want to roll that up just for the potential to re-roll that piece. So before I sell these, let's see real quick. Does it go in? Actually, I'm going to do to 8 because 12 takes a little bit more silver and I can't be too wasteful with my silver at this point in time. So let's go up to 8. If it double rolls, I'll keep going. If not, I'm just going to get rid of it. That's what I need. I need a double roll. So anything that's not a double roll, I'm just not going to use. If it's a triple roll, I may rework some of these pieces, but if not, I'm not going to do it. So double roll there. C. Okay. I could go for the potential triple. Potential triple could give me will give me 20 plus speed on this, but it's a flat HP. The chance of me using this is not very likely, and I can't be too, I guess, crazy with upgrading gear because I only have 36 million silver. So this is a double roll there. Not going to use either one of these, so I'm just going to sell all this stuff. That chest plate could be re-rolled, but there's so many good sets in the game now, it's not really worth wasting a re-roll on the potential of having a okay piece when there's so many pieces that could be just amazing, basically. So now let's come in here and see what we have. So we should have less pieces to be sold from that. All right, guys, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna set RSL Helper, filter down to the level 0 to 4, add everything to queue, and then have a target level of 8, meaning that RSL Helper is gonna go through and all the pieces of gear that I selected, which are all the pieces that aren't leveled up, are gonna be taken to 8. This makes the cleanse a lot easier, but it also gives me some points for the current event that's going on, the current artifact enhancement event, essentially. A lot of these pieces are just gonna be trash, and I could have filtered them out already, but I need points, and I also need some silver, so upgrading these, I'm not gonna lose a ton of silver going from 0 to 8. but I also get quite a bit of points. So when I hit this 0 to 8, makes the cleansing a lot easier. We can just go through, don't have to level up stuff as I'm going through. Should make the gear cleanse video much easier in general. So if you gotta be stricter on your gear, then you're gonna wanna go through yourself, upgrade your pieces individually, and look for the stats that I'm specifically talking about as I go through and look at my stuff. So like right here, this piece is probably gonna be a sell, honestly. It didn't go speed, so it's probably gonna be sold, but we'll talk about all that stuff in just a little bit. I'm gonna walk away. It'll probably be done in like 30 minutes to an hour. Not a big deal. Come back and get it finished up. So guys, I will be right back. All right, guys, so the gear cleansing is beginning. This is gonna be part 1. The second part is gonna be for my accessories, but I figured this is gonna be pretty long, so we're just gonna start with the artifacts. And the first thing I wanna say is I finished up the RSL helper upgrading the gear. Now, this is something that not everybody's gonna wanna do because this is something that's gonna cost you more silver. I was working toward event points, so it makes sense for me. But if you're somebody who's very, very, very tight on silver, then go through and pick these artifacts like this one. This is not even worth rolling to begin with, honestly. This one's not worth it. This one's not worth it. Life set is honestly so seldomly used for me that all these pieces are basically not even worth it. So all these pieces could just basically be sold and never even rolled. But the reason why I rolled it is because, like I said, I need points for that event, but also it saves so much time for the video. If I go through and upgrade everything to level 8 that I have in my inventory currently from the initial like quick cleanse of selling the really bad stuff, like obviously bad stuff. So this saves a lot of time for that. So if you have a gear set filter in RSL helper, maybe you have a certain way you go through stuff, it's good to do that initial comb through. And then I typically just upgrade everything to 8. It makes it much easier and much quicker and much better actually to see, hey, you can more easily compare your gear if everything's at 8, which is really what I prefer. And really for the video, it just saves so much time. So with that said, let's go ahead and get this started. So what I like to do personally is I already have this sheet before where it shows my breakdown of HP percentage, defense percentage, and accuracy stuff. I like to start by either the top row pieces or start by doing the bottom row pieces, but specific main stats. So we'll go through first with gloves that are specifically HP percentage. Now, the reason why this is important is because if you're somebody who has a low amount of HP percentage gloves, you may want to start keeping more of them that are maybe not as good as what you're looking for, but you still want to have some of them. Or maybe they're in a specific set, like speed set. You only have one pair. Maybe it's worth keeping because a speed set glove, even if it doesn't have very much speed, which this one does, it's going to be kept. Maybe it's worth keeping because the speed set needs speed. So I like to go through based on the piece plus the main stats on my cleanses. So this first piece, it's good. It's got double roll speed. It's a speed set, very solid. With HP percentage, defense percentage, I'm looking for very similar substats. These are both support type pieces. So the subsets I'm looking for are going to be speed, accuracy, and resistance. Those are really the main 3. And if it has defense rolls, that's just icing on the cake essentially. So this one has speed, it's good. This one has a triple roll speed, it's good. This one's accuracy set, it's got crit rate. The champions who are going to use this are so few and far between that it's only going to be for a damage dealer set, like possibly for a Narcies if you don't have anything better, but it's not in a damage dealing set. So it's a accuracy piece, worse than perception. So we're just gonna go ahead and get rid of that. The crit rate rolls are doing it in no justice, basically. This is a HP percentage with triple roll defense. Now, in the lifesteal set, this doesn't really have a whole lot of value to me. It is very good survivability, but no speed and no damage. So for me, I'm gonna get rid of it. For some players, this could be a very good pair of gloves, but lifesteal set is used so infrequently that I'm just gonna get rid of it. So this one, HP percentage with crit damage and accuracy, don't need that. But I also have a decent amount of HP gloves that are not even equipped. So that is something to keep in mind as well when you're looking through this. This could go double roll speed. I'll keep it, may try that out. We have Relentless, nothing great there as far as the substats. It's okay if you need the accuracy rolls. I have plenty of Relentless gloves equipped on champions, so I don't really need that piece. A lot of this stuff is gonna come down to my account versus your account, honestly. So a lot of stuff when it comes to gear cleansing in general, this mic is feeling weird to me right now. But gear cleansing in general is very subjective on your account. So this piece has double roll speed. We're gonna keep it. Like I said, we're looking for speed on these pieces. Crit rate, don't need that. I'm hoping to unclick the pieces I wanna keep. So keeping that. Provoke set, very good. This is 5-star piece, double roll speed. In provoke set, I already have one piece with speed, it's better, so we're just gonna sell this other one for some comparison. I like to have those side by side so I can see, hey, I already have a better piece. It's not equipped, so I probably don't need it anyways, so I can sell the lesser of the two. Stalwart with double roll speed, we'll keep it for now. This, some crit damage is 5-star, don't need it. This has some accuracy and crit damage, don't need that. Don't need that either. This, no speed, not great. These stone skin pieces. HP percentage in stone skin is very, very valuable because the stone skin shield is built off of your HP percentage on your champion. So having more HP percentage is really what you go for. So in my opinion, HP percentage gloves, second to like crit damage and crit rate, are probably the most valuable for Stone Skin. So I am very, I guess, lenient on what I keep here, but I would like to see some rolls of speed or defense percentage or accuracy on these pieces still. So this has double roll accuracy with some speed. I'll keep that one. It's decent. This one roll of speed. Let's see what else we have. I know I have some pretty decent speed rolls, I believe. So this one has some resistance. It's okay, not great. No speed whatsoever, but some resist rolls. This one's not great. With a single roll, roll defense, roll of crit damage, not great, honestly. So I'll keep these 3 pairs of gloves. They're decent. They're in HP percentage. Eventually reroll this one to be HP percentage there as well. So my champions in Stone Skin, they have something to choose from still. I don't want to get rid of everything because then I'll have no options for HP percentage gloves. So now for the bolster pair of gloves. Speed is what I'm looking for here. Once again, HP percentage with speed, but I do want to make sure I keep a pair of bolster gloves because they are good. I can work them into a set eventually. This has resistance. This one has attack. This one, the legendary, is actually better than the epic, but the epic has HP percentage already rolled. I'm not using either one of them, so I could get rid of them, but honestly, there's no reason to. I'm not that tight on inventory space. This is a sell, no speed. This one is a sell, no speed. With this set, I want to have some faster builds. Some merciless pieces are not upgraded yet. Some speed there and some speed there. So let's see what we get from those pieces. So this piece, actually, it's just a dead piece kind of. HP percentage is a support type piece. Is what we're going to be building it based off of. So if it doesn't have speed, doesn't have accuracy, like good rolls into it, it's just going to be sold. Now, if you're somebody who doesn't have a lot of speed pieces, then maybe it's worth keeping. This is a triple roll resistance. This is a piece that may actually be worth rolling to 16. I unfortunately don't have enough silver to do that at the moment, so I'm not going to be rolling that to 16, but it could be worth it and possibly worth re-rolling. If it rolls a quad roll there, it's actually possibly still worth re-rolling anyways, honestly, because I'm not going to use this in Merciless too much because of no speed, but if it goes crit damage, it could be really good, honestly. So maybe reroll in the future. Since it is 5-star, I can use those reroll the ores for 5-star pretty easily. So maybe we revisit that later on. So now let's move on to attack percentage. So attack percentage gloves are going to be used for bomb champions. That's really about it. So you can really sell any attack percentage glove that doesn't have accuracy. If it doesn't have accuracy, you're probably not going to use it, honestly. And if it's not in a set that also gives you accuracy or gives you attack, you're probably not going to use it either. So I'm probably going to be selling 9 out of 10 pairs of these. Perception ones are good. They have attack rolls there. Pretty decent. It'd be better if it was speed or accuracy, but it's fine the way it's at. Where it's at, I mean. With Stone Skin, potentially valuable. We'll save that one. This one could go some accuracy possibly. I don't need a lot of them though. The triple roll speed. Those are 2 good pair of gloves. We'll leave it. Sell this one in the middle. This is a pretty good pair of gloves as well. Has crit rate and crit damage. At this point, it's kind of like, okay, well now I could consider using this pair of gloves instead of a crit damage pair of gloves because we have a lot of attack percentage. We have crit rate and crit damage in it and speed. So this could be a nuker's attack percentage gloves instead of crit damage gloves, or a bomb champion, of course, as well. Slayer attack percentage, similar thing with this pair of gloves. It's got a lot of crit damage on it. It's rolled some crit rate. It could possibly go on a champion like a damage dealer who maybe I don't have enough crit damage gloves to fit on them, but the attack percentage does some pretty good damage as well. Of course, crit damage majority of the time is just going to be better. So we'll sell all this stuff, 11 pieces there, sold. So now let's go into gloves, defense percent. So defense percent is going to be the same as HP percentage, though I'm a little bit more strict on these because defense percent doesn't scale as well as HP percentage. Defense starts to fall off, I believe, about 4,200 defense, about 3,000 before the increased defense buff. And then after that, the amount of damage you're mitigating gets very low. So I'm typically equipping HP percentage gloves and chest plates on my champions and trying to pick up the defense percentage substats. So defense percent gloves, I really want to make sure they have good speed, very good accuracy, very good resistance, or possibly in a unique set that could be used for Hydra or something along those lines. So none of these pieces have the speed that I'm looking for. Crit damage, not looking for that. Region set, it is a 5-star piece, but it's got the speed. It's got some HP percentage, so I'm going to keep that. A shield set, defense percentage, you're not really using that. You use shield sets essentially for champions who are either given seer buffs in dungeons, so you're just there for the shield buff, doesn't matter how much HP they have, or sometimes, well, actually that's really the main situation, because bolster is just better majority of the time for shield. So shield set itself from Fire Knight is really just used to give seer buffs. So sometimes it's champion built just with pure HP, and sometimes the champion's built for some damage, but I'm gonna get rid of these because they don't make sense in the shield set anyways. Relentless, some speed and accuracy, could possibly be okay. Not a horrible pair of gloves, but I'll keep it for now. It's not a horrible pair because we do have the 1 roll speed, 1 roll accuracy, could possibly fit in. It may be sold in the future, but for now, it's okay. This pair of gloves could technically quad roll. So if it did, it's in a good set that I may be actually wanting to re-roll that. So I will keep it. This pair of gloves is dead. This one has 2 rolls of speed. It's nice. Toxic, not using that. Stalwart, we're looking for some good speed rolls, no speed rolls. Reflex is a set that's kind of worth keeping if you want to make sure you have a couple good sets of it on your account for champions who either do damage or support. This has no speed on it, so I'm probably going to use it. Champions in Reflex, typically you want them to be pretty fast because the more turns they take, the higher chance they can use their skills that you really want them to use, right? Because they have a chance of reducing the skill cooldown. So now for the Cruel Gloves, very poor substats here, especially in this set, so we're going to get rid of that. These gloves are okay. Defense percentage, I can maybe use these in a mortal set especially, more survivability, possibly on like Godseeker and stuff like that for your like Sand Devil farming, different areas. So these are potentially useful still. Even though they didn't roll amazing, they're okay. So with Immortal, I will leave them in the account. This, not going to use it. If it rolled speed, that'd be a different story. It didn't, so we're just going to drop it. Double roll speed, I like that on Swift Parry. It's very solid. This has some good resistance. It's on a set that benefits from resistance, so we'll keep that. Untouchable isn't used that much, but on the champions it's used on. Speed, possibly resistance. That's really the main things I'm looking for, honestly. Don't really use it for damage dealer. Stone Skin's just better for damage dealer, honestly. Defense, no speed. This has HP percentage, so this is pretty decent. We have some good survivability in this pair of gloves, plus a speed roll. I like that. This is double roll speed, some accuracy. Not the greatest wasted roll right there with a flat attack, but decent pair. Double roll speed, crit damage. We got double roll speed with crit rate. Double roll speed with accuracy. So this one's the best. So these 2 pieces are not being used as it is. They're both double roll speed. So we have 2 double roll speeds. These 2 are nice, but I got better ones than that, which is this one right here. Double roll speed with accuracy. So I don't really need this pair of gloves, honestly. It is a double roll speed, but who am I using double roll speed with crit rate on? It's kind of a dead roll there. So these are a pair of gloves that I'm only selling it because I have better ones to compare it to, and these ones aren't even equipped on anybody yet. So if I'm not equipping these ones, well, these ones would be even further down the line of actually being equipped most likely. So I'm gonna get rid of both of these. This one I would rate higher than this pair because crit rate is probably more beneficial to somebody than crit damage, because if you're using defense percentage gloves, you're probably not crit capped. Instinct, defense with crit rate, don't really need that. Defense, ideally speed. We need speed here to make it make sense. We have double roll speed, essentially the mythical +1. Kind of low rolls, it looks like, though. I guess it is kind of. 6, 12, 18, I guess is high. Yeah, 15 is low. Defense percentage, no speed. Crit rate, we can get rid of it. Defense percentage, no speed. So 19 pieces there. Very nice. So a crit rate's a stat that is really only used on support champions who need to hit a bunch of stats and also want crit rate. So eventually you should come to a time in your account where your damage dealers are in gear that has substat of crit rate. You don't need crit rate gloves anymore. So unless the glove rolls very well, like this is a pretty solid rolled glove, and it could go on a support type champion as well. So I'm gonna keep this. The cursed one, not very good, honestly. Pretty poor. Accuracy, HP percentage, no extra speed. So I'm gonna get rid of that. Crit rate, accuracy, don't need that. Regeneration, it's very rarely you use regeneration with crit rate champions, but there is times, like Tomb Lord, for example, needs to crit. So speed and accuracy is actually pretty decent there. So we'll keep that pair of gloves. This one, not great for me. Don't need shield. I have shield sets on champion, so I'm fine there. Still will be looking for speed most likely, but crit rate could be acceptable because sometimes you want your Ghostborn, you want your maybe Lydia to actually do some damage. So having crit rate gloves to get them to 100% crit rate could be what you need to have those seer speed clear teams just a little bit faster, right? So that could be a piece worth keeping for some players. For me, I don't need it. Relentless. We're looking for speed and accuracy, possibly resistance still on a pair of crit rate gloves, just because, like I said, these are more going on support type champions that need accuracy, that need resistance, that also need speed. So crit rate is there essentially just to be like a big filler to the stats you need to hit, whereas typically a damage dealer would be going crit damage. So this other pair, not very good. Savage, this pair of gloves is pretty interesting that it has a pretty good crit damage roll. So maybe I use that on a damage dealer. It's not great as far as the resistance roll goes, but this one is okay. Since it's in Savage, I'll keep it. It could be used for a Centranos damage dealer or a damage dealer who I really need help with getting the numbers to. Similar thing to here. It's like, okay, both these gloves, this has essentially 30% crit rate. 90% crit rate. No, sorry, 70% crit rate. That's crit damage. So 70% crit rate, which basically just maxes it out. And this one has also 60%. So I mean, it's a lot of crit rate. So both these pieces, I'm going to keep them, but they could very well also be argued to be sold, depending on where your account's at. Like I said, crit rates typically for damage dealers, but in this case, we have it on a crit rates typically for support champions, but in this case, we have it on a pair of gloves that could make sense for a damage dealer, maybe in Centranos, maybe a damage dealer in Hydra, that you don't need to hit crazy high numbers, who maybe is capped on max HP anyways. Some situations, obviously it's not being used yet, so maybe the situations aren't ever going to arise, but just in case, it's in Savage, no reason to sell it just yet. Provoke, which I may just be rationalizing to myself, honestly. I may just be trying to convince myself when in reality it could just be sold. So now we got some resistance gloves. These are okay for a support champion, but honestly I'd rather see speed. Speed, perfect. So now we're gonna get rid of this one. This pair of Swift Parry, we have some speed, attack, it's okay, not great. Swift Parry, probably not gonna use it, but we'll keep it for now. No speed, has some accuracy, I'm not gonna use that probably. Not great rolls. Crit rate and Stone Skin could be worth keeping, but not gonna keep it. Attack percentage, so we're just gonna get rid of this. Instinct is a good set, but I would like to see accuracy, I like to see speed, something like that on there. Could be argued, but I'm just gonna get rid of it. No need to argue. Now, crit damage. For here, I'm looking for crit rate rolls. That's really what I'm looking for, honestly. Just need crit rate. If it's in a damage dealer set, ideally. If it's in a damage dealer set, I don't need crit rate as... Actually, I still want crit rate. Like this pair of gloves right here is a very solid pair of gloves. It's not being used on anybody yet, though, because it's not a damage dealer set. The damage dealer set are so needed on these champions like Savage, Lethal, Instinct. This is a pretty decent pair of gloves. Crit damage, triple roll crit rate. I'm going to keep it. This isn't great. It's in curse set. I've actually used it on some champions to finish out the curse set on a damage dealer. So while this set is typically for support champions, I've used it on Assistia before to give her some extra damage and actually allow her to place her debuffs as well. So it's an okay piece. Very niche and specific to my account though. This pair of gloves, not great. This one, defense rolls, could be okay if it wasn't regeneration. This is double roll crit rate. It's okay. I could possibly use it on somebody in the future. This, nothing great there. Unfortunately, dead. This is okay with speed. I would love to see crit rate though. It's probably not going to be used, but I'll save it. It's in cruel, so it's not horrible. Get some attack percentage and some crit rate. So I might actually roll this up a little bit more. It could go well if it goes like double roll crit rate from there. Let's see. This one is triple roll speed, which is actually pretty good. We have a little bit of crit rate there, so this one can be kept. Triple roll accuracy with extra crit rate. I mean, it's not really great, honestly. Not being used currently, probably won't be. Possibly worth a reroll, but there's other sets that are better that I'm going to reroll from. I am less strict on the, the sets basically cruel down. Anything below cruel, I'm a little bit less strict on because these are the sets that are much more in-game viable. The sets you farm from dungeons, Dragon, Ice Golem, usually they die pretty quickly, except for speed. Sorry, speed from Dragon's valuable. Provoke, Cursed, and Reflex from Ice Golem is valuable. And then Fire Knight is Savage, Shield to a point. And then from there, it's really just Forge Pass, Hydra, Centranos. Those are where you're getting your biggest game-changing pieces of gear, where that's what I'm keeping much more of. You'll notice it with Stone Skin especially. I'm keeping much more Stone Skin, a lot of stuff. So Stone Skin gloves, crit damage, not great. Crit rates, that's pretty solid. HP and defense, I don't like that too much. Crit rate with HP, not horrible. This one's bad, so I'm gonna sell the second one, keep the first one. Defense, nothing there. Crit damage, okay, this is actually good. Very good, or very usable piece, even though it's a 5-star. Definitely usable. So let's go ahead and sell that stuff. And now that's the gloves. So let's see how many pieces of gear we have left. So 1,100 pieces. I'd like to get this down to like under 600, honestly. Chest plates. We were doing this video so far for 18 minutes. I'm going to try to move through stuff a little bit quicker here, but now let's go to the chest plates. So chest plates are going to be the same thing, same process. HP percentage first. Looking for speed here. Speed is really what I'm looking for, honestly. Relentless. I'm going to sell this stuff pretty quickly, though. Doesn't have enough speed. Could possibly be kept. I'll keep that one. Keep that with speed. This is dead. Good speed rolls there. Dead stuff there. No crit rate. And cruel, I'm looking for crit rate, even for HP percentage. HP percentage can be two things. It can be a damage dealer set, or it can be a support piece. So if it has crit rate, if it has speed, it's potentially worth keeping. So you gotta look at the substats, see, okay, this has speed, resistance, HP. It says somewhat support, but not that much support, and it's in cruel. So the set doesn't so much match the substats. So the role that this would be doesn't match the set. and I kind of want to pay attention to that as well. So Immortal, I'm looking for mostly support, but possibly for a very few damage dealer champions, but these are neither one of those essentially. Divine, crit, nope, get rid of that. HP percentage there, and Guardian is the only HP percentage one I have, so I'll keep it just for that reason. It's the only HP percentage I have there. Could be used. Protection, not support or damage dealer, no clear guidance there. This is a support piece basically. Double roll speed, accuracy, I'll keep that. This is a support piece, pretty decent. If it rolls more speed or even goes resistance, oh, it's okay. This is dead. This is crit rate defense. I would rather that be speed, so it's just a soul. It's a blue piece, so we'll get rid of that. This is kind of support, kind of damage. Some speed and crit damage is weird. We have resistance rolls there, so I'm gonna see what the other pieces are. I may end up keeping that. Attack percentage is useless on an HP percentage chest plate. The speed is okay. Speed and crit damages could be a damage dealer piece. So we have a damage dealer piece, a questionable support piece, but I'm gonna keep it just because I have no others in Stone Skin, so I'm gonna keep that for now. These two are gonna be sold. This is a potential damage dealer piece. Not in a damage dealer set though, which is not fantastic. So probably just gonna be a sell, honestly. I want some more speed. If I have nothing with more speed though, I will keep that one. So I will keep this HP percentage piece because it has speed. I have none other in this set that actually have speed. This is accuracy on it, so it could be kept actually as well. It's a decent piece. HP percentage is more valuable to me than defense percent. I already said that. So it is something I do take into consideration as well. The reason why I sold this chest plate at the beginning is its speed set. Perception is just gonna be better as far as accuracy. If I want accuracy, I'll go perception. I don't have, it's not perception, it's speed set, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. Still 15 chest plates, very nice. Attack percentage, this is where we're looking for crit rate basically. Crit rate is what I'm looking for. Crit damage is acceptable as well if it has crit rate on it. So 6-star, it's okay. Accuracy, don't really need that. Crit damage with crit rate, very nice. No. Crit rate, crit damage, good. This one is crit damage with speed. It's relentless, so it gets a little few extra points there. It's worth keeping. May actually use it eventually in the future. Not using it yet though. This savage piece is dead. I mean, it's nice to have attack percentage, but the substats are useless. Crit rate on that. It's in a set that I'm probably not going to use ever, honestly. Double roll crit rate is sweet. So I have 30 chest plates. Let's see what else we have. And if we have nothing else better, I may keep that piece. This is no crit rate. Has some speed. I've actually used this chest plate a few times on different champions, so I will actually keep that one because of the crit damage rolls. The HP roll is not great, so it could be sold off, but I'm going to keep it for now. This is okay. So this one is going to be in debate with this one. This one has, the toxic one has lower rolls. This curing one's rolled higher, so it's also 8, and it has potential to roll a lot more stuff, a lot more good stuff. So I will keep the curing. It's legendary versus blue, higher stat potential in general. The cruel, this is dead. This one's pretty good. Crit rate on the chest plate. This one's speed plus HP. HP is not great, but for this set, it's probably gonna go like a bomb champion because of accuracy. So I will keep this because we don't need crit rate for a bomb champion, which is something to consider. If it has accuracy on it, you may want to keep it for a bomb champion. Bomb champions scale off of attack percentage. They don't really need crit rate majority of the time. Well, they don't need it, but you can throw it on a champion, of course. Lethal, I'm gonna keep this. It's very ugly because of the HP percentage, honestly, but I may need it to finish the set. It's a 4-piece set. 4-piece sets, I'm a little bit more lenient on what I keep because of the fact that I know I have to actually complete the set eventually. And attack percentage, if I need it, I need it. And it has a little bit of crit rate, so it could be usable. So here, crit damage and speed, possibly. It's not a damage dealer set whatsoever. It says double roll speed. It's probably just better, honestly. 16, some speed and crit damage. We'll just keep the double roll speed. Actually, no damage dealer is going to use this. The double roll speed's okay, but protection is typically for a support type champion, so this is just not gonna be ideal. I got some better ones that are better rolls of speed anyways, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna get rid of that. Resistance, accuracy, defense, HP percentage are all better than this 8 attack percentage anyways. Attack percent stone skin with crit damage is possibly okay. The defense is not good. This is not great, so we'll just keep the 1 and sell the others. Nothing there that I need. Nothing. Has some accuracy, so I could use it, like I said, for a bomb champion. But this is a set where you want to build 100% crit rate for anyways because of the crit damage increasing. So we're going to sell that. Speed and accuracy, possibly for a bomb champion. Possibly. Crit damage, speed, accuracy. It's a Merciless, probably the most valuable set in the game currently, so we're going to keep that. This piece, 5-star, no crit rates. I'm not going to keep that. This one's pretty decent. It's a 5-star, but it has some crit rate, so that's pretty good. So now we got 13 chest plates. Now defense percentage. This one, 17 speed, it's in life, probably never gonna be used. Honestly, I'm not used it to this point, so probably end up selling it. It's not a bad chest plate. The rolls are good, but defense percentage, I'm much more strict than HP percentage. Defense there, speed, accuracy could be used. I could actually finish the set. Defense percentage is support champion as well as damage dealer. Damage dealer for the chest plate because there's defense-based champions who do damage. So crit rate, speed, accuracy are things I'm looking for as the substats go. Lifesteal, attack percentage. Attack percentage is completely useless on defense champions because they don't scale off of attack. So you don't need that. Speed, resistance. Not gonna use it. Much stricter on these pieces, defense percentage chest plates, than I am HP percentage. Crit rate, possibly for a defense-based nuker. I really want this to be in a set, not broken stuff like Stalwart. Crit rate there, possibly useful. Swift parry, I don't use it, but maybe I do eventually. Defense with accuracy. It's not horrible, but if I want accuracy, I can just go accuracy chest plate with speed ideally. So this is okay. It could be used eventually, possibly. It is already awakened, so I'm just going to keep it just because I already dumped the resources into it. I'm not that tight on gear, so lethal is going to be kept for sure. Double crit, that's not bad. Double speed, that's not bad at all. Very, very solid there. Even though it's a 5-star piece, double plus the red roll, so it's like a triple roll essentially. I'll keep that one. For the stone skin stuff, we have HP percentage, so more tankiness. It's not bad. Flat defense, it's our best chest plate in stone skin, honestly. Crit rate is good for damage dealer. Decent for support champion. This is not really for anybody, clearly. Not really for anybody, not really for anybody. Crit rate, possible for damage dealer. Useless and useless. So there we go. Now for resistance. Resistance, not for damage dealer per se. If it goes a lot of crit rate, if it's like triple roll crit rate, it could be on a seer, a champion who doesn't necessarily need attack or anything like that. Accuracy would be the best thing for her because she can strip the buffs. But if it does go pretty high crit rate roll or speed, it's fine. But crit rate, speed, possibly high rolls, HP percentage or something like that, it's possibly okay. Let's see what we have going on. So this resistance, I don't like it. Resistance, I like to be in a set that I'm probably going to use more of, like Stone Skin, where it gives extra resist, or resist set. For that one, I don't really love it. Attack and regeneration, I'm going to keep it because it's the only one I have. Sometimes this does come in handy. It's not a great chest plate by itself, but sometimes it does help. I got a feeling I'm probably going to end up selling gear that I didn't mean to because I forget to unclick it. Resistance with speed and crit damage. Don't need it. We're looking for high rolls of speed essentially. Crit rate, crit damage, don't need that. Could be enticing, but you're not using that on anybody, right? Crit rate, crit damage not being used on anybody, and resistance basically. Speed, defense, attack. Immortal's a good tanky support set, so this could be used possibly. Crit rate, triple roll. This is what I was talking about. So I got this piece. It could be used on a champion like Seer. Champion who doesn't necessarily need damage dealing stats. It just does damage based on the buffs removed and such. So I'll keep it. No, I'm not going to keep it. It could be worth keeping, but I know I have Seer already built well. It's not damage dealer set. I don't need this whatsoever. I have my Seer in Savage plus Cruel, so I don't need that. This is good. Don't need that. Stone Skin, I do want to keep some resistance stuff. It doesn't have to be speed. Actually, I'd rather necessarily not be speed because they can be slow in Stone Skin. That's fine. Defiant, I'm looking for speed mainly. It's okay, possibly, but I got other stuff. Righteous, I'll keep it because that's only actually it's okay if I'm just pushing resistance on a champion. It's not great, but it's in a set that makes sense for resistance, so I'm going to keep that one. HP and crit rate and Slayer for resistance, not really what I'm looking for, so we're getting rid of that. It could possibly be on like an Obero if I want her to mischief tank as well, but very unlikely I'm going to use that piece. Accuracy. This is going to be speed, possibly crit rate, but mainly just speed. Some sustainability as well. So it goes on support champions, possibly a damage dealer. Not very likely, but possible. More of like a 100% crit rate damage dealer. So like not pushing crit damage, like a Lure, for example, and Fire Knight. Push her with crit rate, need a lot of accuracy. This is a good chest plate for her. Good speed, crit rate. Could go decent, but we already have other stuff there, so we don't need a ton of these pieces. There's not a ton of champions who use accuracy as a damage dealer set, damage dealer set. So speed is the main thing you're looking for on most accuracy chest plates. Accuracy and resistance. Resistance is good as well because it helps with polymorph and dealing with that. So crit rate, crit damage. I just don't know of anybody other than Seer that's going to use accuracy with crit rate and crit damage and needs that. So we're not going to use it in Stone Skin. I'll keep this because Merciless is amazing. May actually re-roll it and see what I get. Accuracy. This is going to be like a Hydra set, so possibly used, which is something to consider. If you're pushing areas with high accuracy demands and you need your damage dealer to place debuffs as well as do damage, then an accuracy chestplate could work. So accuracy chestplate's kind of a toss-up sometimes. It could be a damage dealer piece. Typically not for a champion you're building for super high damage though. So these ones I'll sell. This one's merciless, or this one's mythical, so I'll keep that and roll it. Let's see what we got. Got 9 million silver now. If it quad rolls, then I'm definitely gonna rework that. Let's see what we get here. Okay, it's not really anything good on either one of those pieces, unfortunately. And all these are fine. So there we go, chest plates are done. Now for boots. HP percentage. For HP percentage boots, I'm looking for a few things. I'm looking for speed, of course, make them go faster so it can be used on a champion instead of speed boots, or more than likely is gonna be crit rate and crit damage. So support champion or crit rate, crit damage for some actual damage dealing. So speed, crit rate, crit damage. So this one is okay, no crit rate, I got speed, probably not gonna be used honestly. It's in a speed set, it's nice, but if I'm looking for it on a damage dealer, I want it to hit hard. So it's probably gonna be more likely in like a crit damage or cruel or savage where I actually use those boots. This pair of boots is better, not using it right now. It is triple roll speed, so it could go on a HP based nuker. So I'll keep it for now. These two are pretty good. This one gets on the chopping block. This one's gonna be a useless set. This is a triple roll speed, but it's got a speed roll already there. So I'll keep it for that reason. It's got a lot of speed, and I've already dumped a lot of resources into it, so it could be used on a champion. It's not great. If it didn't already roll speed, I wouldn't even keep it. But since it did, I'm gonna keep it. And then here, this is useless, useless. These are honestly decent, but in Relentless, you want your champions to take more turns. So having an HP defense percentage boot on a support type champion is really not great in my experience because you typically want your champions 250 plus in Relentless for a lot of content that I'm at. So it's harder to get there essentially. So we're gonna sell those. And that's also a low roll anyways. Savage gear. We got some crit rate, crit damage, defense percentage. It's okay. It's better than that pair, so I'll keep it. Speed, and I'll roll that to see if it gets a better roll. 17 speed's decent. Provoke, no, I kind of want just more turns taken. Not worry about damage being dealt. So I want speed boots and provoke set. Reflex, same thing. This is actually pretty decent. It's only pair of HP percentage boots I have in Cruel set. Has speed, crit rate, and crit damage. Of course, all damage dealer stuff has resistance on it, it seems. So I'll keep these. Swift parry, these are actually some pretty good boots for Swift parry. I'll sell both of these because I don't use Swift parry very much, honestly. This is a good pair of speed boots for perception, even though perception's a debatable one because most of the time champions with accuracy and speed, like if you're going for perception, you want to be really fast. So having fast, regular speed boots is gonna be the ideal situation. But these have 23 speed plus 12, so 35 speed. That's pretty decent, honestly, and more survivability, so possibly worth using. Double roll crit. In a set that gives attack percentage and crit rate, so I'm just gonna sell those. I haven't used them yet. Taras, I wouldn't, if I ever pull him, I'm not gonna be using fatal boots on him most likely anyways. So I want a champion who I want him to be like in savage and cruel. So these pieces are not gonna be used on him. Looking for just speed here. Honestly, protection. I really just want a lot of speed. Possibly resistance, but double roll speed. I don't see it happening. Stone Skin is gonna be pretty relaxed. Like there's gonna be a lot of HP percentage boots I keep in Stone Skin. Crit rate, crit damage is good. This is, well, I'll roll it and see if it goes decent. Crit rate, okay. Crit rate as well. So we got 2 crit rate boots. Which one's better? This one's better because it has defense on it as well. The other one has a dead stat, basically. Crit rate with speed. Okay, we got a few crit rate with speed. Crit rate, speed. This one's pretty good. This is speed resistance. I'll roll that one. Double roll crit. Let's see if it goes triple roll maybe. This is speed and attack percentage. Not needed for HP percentage boots. Speed and defense, so I'll roll a few things there. Double roll speed. HP percentage boots and bolster is very good because you get a bigger bolster shield from this, so it's worth keeping those. Don't need Defiant ones so much, except for Defiant is actually good for champions like Elva doing Ice Golem before. Don't use it as much anymore. This pair is not actually that good. This pair is better than the other pair, except for the fact it doesn't have HP percentage. But since I can rework that eventually, this one's actually better. This one's 15 plus 2. Actually, this one's the best. More speed, a little bit less defense. So this one has 12% defense. This has accuracy and HP flat. So I'll keep the one pair. This other one's debatable. Triple roll speed, crit rate attack. Okay, so these are all questionable, honestly. I'll keep one pair just to say I did, basically. And now for these stone skin boots. Let's see what we get. So I'm looking for another roll crit rate. Doesn't go crit rate. So double crit rate and defense percentage. I have another pair like that. So double crit rate defense 11, double crit rate defense 13. It says speed. See, so I could take these 16. I'm not going to use them on 16, honestly, because the defense percentage is kind of useless. I'm just going to sell this pair, not take it to 16, and this other pair will be the ones I use if I do any of them. This one, I want to see another speed or resistance roll. Possibly could be using a support type champion in Stone Skin. This, I want to see just more rolls in the speed, possibly defense percentage, definitely not attack. So we'll get rid of that. This 11 one, let's see what it gets at 12. Okay, I'm going to sell that. So now we got a few pieces here. Crit rate, speed. We don't really need that many pairs of crit rate ones. 3 crit rate. This one's not going to be used most likely. Crit rate with defense percentage is like, on an HP percentage pair of boots is really just not needed. In Stone Skin, I'm going to be looking for damage dealer or support, not really a split. Attack percentage boots, we're looking for speed rolls. No speed rolls, so we're just going to get rid of these. Triple roll crit, that's good. Obviously, attack percentage boots, I'm looking for speed or accuracy. It's going to be for damage dealers, either a bomb champion or a nuker. Ideally, in a damage dealing set, something like this is really not great. I'll keep it because it rolled pretty well as legendary, so I'll keep that one for now. But it's going to be pretty strict as far as what I keep. So this is crit rate plus crit damage. I'm going to revisit this stuff after I finish, most likely. Crit rate plus speed, relentless. I don't know, 18. We'll keep that one pair. We'll keep that one because Savage is so valuable. We'll keep this one as well. We got a lot of pretty well-rolled boots here. Triple roll speed. Don't need speed. Don't need any more crit rate, honestly. Don't even need the speed ones because I have speed ones I'm not even using yet. Now, lethal I'll keep pretty easily. Sell all these. Stone Skin, I gotta be pretty... Wait, I gotta be pretty picky. No, I don't have to be picky with. Like, this is gonna be crit rate. Basically, if it rolls crit rate, I'm probably gonna keep it for now. This is not great. It's not great. This one's pretty good. Don't need this pair of instinct boots. Speed resistance isn't great. That's not very good, honestly. Speed with resistance. Everything else is useless. Crit rate would be amazing there. It didn't hit it, though. I could re-roll that if I wanted to. I might keep this just to see if it goes to like a triple roll and maybe possibly rework that. So let's see what we got going here. So now, triple roll. Okay, it doesn't triple roll, unfortunately. Was it, get a phone call or what was this? No. Okay, so unfortunately, not going to be reworking any of those boots and just sell that pair. Hopefully get some better ones soon. This is questionable because these are going to be broken sets essentially. Triple roll crit rate, that's actually possibly usable. Not on any like top tier nuker champion. And I have these two pairs that are, so I don't have that many pairs of speed boots, like 11 pair as far as attack percentage boots. So it may be maybe fine keeping this stuff. A few offset pieces, a few broken pieces essentially, and then a few set pieces. Set pieces are more valuable. It's more easy to keep those versus these offset pieces. They need to roll very well. This one could be honestly sold probably. The speed is the only reason why I'm considering that slightly. This one's just better though. We'll get rid of them. Feels weird, but it's what you got to do eventually. Plus the crit rate, well, I guess, was kind of low rolled anyways. All right, so let's go defense percentage. Defense percentage, looking for speed. Same thing as attack. Well, similar thing to HP percentage, but more so looking for damage dealer, honestly. More so looking for crit rate. I can roll that to see what it gets. That's pretty good. In regeneration set, this is good. Regeneration is a very good support set. So if it has speed rolls, if it has HP percentage, accuracy, it's probably sometimes it's worth keeping. That's a potentially good damage dealer piece. This speed and crit rate. This is not good. This is very spread out, and attack and defense are both dead rolls on this. This one's a good one. This is useless. This is okay, especially since it's a defense percentage with speed. I like that. It's a good support piece. Potentially support, not great set for support, and no speed, so I'm not keeping it. This is okay speed, okay set for support. I would like to see a double roll speed, honestly, or some accuracy rolls as well, so I'm not going to keep that. Double roll speed, that's pretty okay. It's going to be difficult because I don't get a crit rate on that, but it's going to be fine, I think. Basically, double roll speed, triple roll resistance with some speed, ascension, so I'll keep that one. Probably sell both of these, honestly. We'll roll this to see if it goes triple roll speed or something. Speed and accuracy, I like it. Crit rate speed, possibly. Not very likely to be used, honestly. This is going to be hard to be used. Crit rate, okay, crit rate, accuracy, 5-star pair. It's not very many defense-based nukers, honestly. I don't like this pair of boots too much. Crit rate, accuracy, even if it goes crit rate, I'm probably not going to use it. Just not that many defense nukers. And Merciless is good for them, but I just don't feel like I'm going to have... I don't use any defense-based nukers currently, I don't think. I have Rigosh, I have the champs to do it, but I just don't use very many of them yet. Now, speed boots. This is for a lot of different champions. You're going to have a lot of 6-star speed boots, especially. You're looking for crit rate rolls very high. You're looking for accuracy, resistance, stuff like that, and good sets, ideally. A lot of these are going to be sold, not because they're bad, but because I need to be more strict on the speed boots that I keep. That's okay. It's pretty good. It's resistance rolls and a resistance set. 6-star speed boot, I'll keep it. Resistance, don't need that on that pair, not on that pair of boots. Curse set, I need more boots, so I'm going to keep both of those. Even though they're not necessarily good on their own, they're good because of curse set. Regeneration is amazing. Immunity is a set where it's typically used if you want extra buffs in dungeons, possibly used for some arena content if you want to have the block buffs instead of like Stone Skin, if you want to go against a bomb team, maybe for a cleanser. So things like speed boots is valuable. So I'll keep a pair of boots. Resistance would be ideal for this, so I'll possibly keep that. But these boots, same thing for a buff, essentially for seer to remove. This is okay pair with the resistance rolls, so possibly worth keeping. It's kind of an outdated pair though, but I don't need to be super strict on the boots, so I'll keep it. I'll keep that. I'll keep the Relentless. It's the only pair of speed boots I have in Relentless, so I need that. Savage, the only pair I have. Not a very good pair though. Stun, the only pair I have unequipped, that is. I have plenty more pair, of course. Toxic, crit rate, attack. It's kind of a toxic piece, honestly. This is going to be some defense rolls, kind of useless for me. My clan boss is already situated, so while you may keep a lot of toxic stuff, I don't really need it because my clan boss is already situated. I don't need more toxic stuff, which is typically where your toxic gear is going, is your clan boss. Crit rate is good. Resistance rolls and accuracy is really gonna be sweet. Some HP percentage is not bad, so we'll keep that. Flat HP, don't like it. Crit rate, that's good. Crit rate's decent as well. 5-star piece, I'll see what it rolls. Crit rate resistance is good. Well, no, it's not actually. Not in Immortal. Crit rate, crit damage, I'll keep that pair. Get rid of that pair. I don't like Divine Offense. There's much better sets than that. All these pieces and Swift Parry. I don't keep a ton of Swift Parry stuff. It's not as good as it used to be. Stone Skin, different sets are just more valuable. So I don't need those. Crit rate's good on Perception. Perception's very much of a hybrid set where you can use it on damage dealer. You could use it on support champion. Either one's fine. Looking for accuracy. Honestly, I keep a lot of Perception boots. 6-star Perception boots are very, very valuable. Untouchable, I'm going to keep it just to have one. I could use the set eventually. Same thing with Immunity, used for like bomb champions to cleanse the bombs because they can't place bombs through immunity. They could do it on protection, so maybe your Mithrala and Untouchable could be good against like live arena stuff. Guardian, I'll keep that one pair of speed boots that I have there. Speed, accuracy is okay. Triple roll accuracy is good. Don't necessarily need that. Double roll crit rate, it's not a damage dealer set. And I've gotten plenty of other ones with crit rate already, so we'll get rid of that. Stone Skin with accuracy is good. Stone Skin with Crit damage isn't great. Okay, it's got the Ascension, so I'm gonna keep both of those because they have the Ascension. There's no reason to get rid of them. No reason to try to redust it in the future. So I'll keep both of those. Some crit rate. I like those. These are potentially valuable for a defense-based nuker. This is not very good. These are not kind of dead, but since it's bolster, I will keep them. Crit damage, resistance, and a set that needs sustainability, basically. So this pair is pretty okay. It's got accuracy. It's a blue pair, but it's worth keeping over the other two. Speed, defense, chance to reduce skill cooldown. Support pair, I like it. Crit rate, double roll crit damage. Could be used for damage dealer. But the set doesn't really say damage dealer, but it's the only pair of speed boots that I have left in Righteous, so I'm going to keep that one. Then we have this pair of speed boots. A few pairs. Triple roll crit rate and supersonic is kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to use that ever, honestly. Kind of doubt it. It is a pretty decent damage dealer piece. I'll keep it. Possible broken set for somebody. We're selling about half my 6-star speed boots, so looking for like the top of the line stuff, basically. So now what are we looking at? Looking at 961 pieces. Majority of it's gonna be the top row pieces here. That's where majority of my stuff being sold is gonna be, obviously. So went through all the gloves, went through all the chest plates, went through all the boots. So now let's go the top row stuff. So when it comes to the top row stuff, I might go weapons, helmets, and shields, possibly. I might do them each individually. Sometimes I just do them all at the same time because it doesn't really matter. I can separate. Actually, let's do them all at the same time because it's gonna order them like weapons, helmets, and shields. Sometimes I go priority stats speed if I'm looking for like the best speed stuff and like a specific thing, like priority stats speed and weapons. Like this set, okay, if it doesn't have speed, I'm getting rid of it essentially. Speed set with no speed is dead to me. This has speed, this has speed, okay, so good stuff there. So now I'll just sell all this stuff basically. It's a pretty easy way to cleanse out the speed gear. If it had accuracy, maybe worth keeping. But let's go helmets. Okay, speed rolls, crit damage, some crit rate, speed. Okay, speed, good. Now let's go for a shield. So now we cleanse out my speed gear basically. Now sometimes you want to keep this stuff. This has crit damage, triple roll. It's okay. Crit rate, I would like to have it triple rolled honestly before crit damage. But this has speed roll single. Honestly, this stuff is really looking for high rolls of speed for me. So we'll get rid of that though. I'm gonna go through just top row pieces individually. Well, all like this. And then see what we have left at the end of it. I'm going to farm a lot more speed stuff anyways, so I don't want to keep the mediocre pieces. I want to keep the best pieces, honestly. I'm not really looking for pieces that are, will suffice. I'm looking for pieces that I'll actually put on a champion, which honestly, guys, is a big reason why I think that people ask for more gear space. I don't think more gear space is needed because you have 1,500 slots. You have a lot of champions, but you can put your gear on a lot of champions, and if you're keeping gear that's not being equipped, ask yourself, why are you keeping that piece of gear? Right? I mean, if it's not on anybody, then you probably have better stuff, or you just have no reason to replace it. If it's that good of a gear, you should probably equip it. It's my thought process on that a lot of times. 47 minutes. Wow. So just a thought, something you can consider when going through your gear is, hey, if the gear isn't equipped, is there a reason why this piece is not equipped currently? Is it that bad? Is it that poor? Don't need accuracy, don't need that because perception is just better, basically. So now let's go through here. These offense isn't a very good set, but if it triple rolls crit rate, I'll keep it. Selling that shield. Defense set is pretty dead. So just looking for very, very well rolled pieces like triple rolls. We already did speed, have not much speed gear left, unfortunately. It's actually very, very little speed gear left, but we're being strict with my stuff. So crit damage sets. We're looking for damage stuff. We're looking for crit rate, we're looking for crit damage, speed. For these sets, I'm going for more of, for this cleansing part, I'm looking less for just good matching substats. I'm looking for substats that actually match the set. So crit damage is a set that I'm looking to do damage with. So speed, crit rate, crit damage is very valuable. This one's questionable, but we're gonna sell it. This one, possibly, if it goes crit rate, I'll keep it for now, may roll it. Double roll crit rate, that's good. Crit rate attack and speed, it's good. Crit rate defense, good. We have crit rate, good. Crit rate doubles, good. Accuracy, no crit rate, not good. No crit, some speed and crit damage, possibly triple roll crit triple crit rate, good. Possibly, no. So all those pieces, bye-bye. What piece did I say I was gonna roll to see? This one. If it was to go crit rate again, I'm probably keep it. Speed. If it goes speed or crit rate, it's good. HP. It's not a great piece. It's okay. It's like a double roll speed. Actually, it's okay for an HP based champion, honestly. It's a double roll speed, essentially double roll crit rate. Oh, sorry, a single roll crit rate. Possibly be used in the future. Kind of low on the speed though. It could be 21 and hit 15. I think it should be 21. No, it could be 18 and hit 15. So these are some okay pieces. May get filtered down in the future, but they're decent for now. This one shield was questionable. Like this one is debatable. The crit damage is nice though, so I'll keep it. This is looking for speed and accuracy, basically. It's got to be very well rolled too. So speed, double roll essentially. Accuracy is good. It's good. Sell that, sell that, sell that. Perception is just better than accuracy, so I'm just gonna sell all this stuff basically. Resistance, support pieces. I'm looking for resistance and speed rolls basically. Resistance, accuracy. Accuracy is good as well because for champions who like in the arena, you may actually need some resistance. You may need some accuracy to place your debuffs and resistance to resist being polymorphed. There's sets that are just better than resistance now. So I'm not going to be very keen on keeping a lot of this stuff, honestly. I may actually even sell majority of it, basically all of it. This one is debatable because of the extra resistance there, but stone skin is just so good compared to this. So that's a decent shield, but I've not used it on anybody, so I don't see myself using it on anybody in the future, honestly. So we're gonna collapse all these categories. So lifesteal, deal damage. Not really a support set at all. Deal damage, get heals, good to go. Now you could use it on support champion if you're doing like if you're doing clan boss, you're struggling. You have War Master. Heals from War Master are amazing, but in this situation, I don't necessarily need that. I just need some good damage dealing lifesteal gear essentially. So we're gonna sell that, sell that. It's gotta have good rolls and crit rate for me to keep it. Crit rate defense, possibly. Crit rate, crit damage, crit rate speed. Selling the blue piece. This epic piece will sell that as well, honestly. This one, if it goes crit rate as well, I'll keep it. I actually do use this stuff on my Shamel, currently in Hydra, but I want some better pieces, and I can use Bloodthirst. But Bloodthirst is better. You can get Bloodthirst from, I forget where. Is it clan? No, it's not Clan Shop. It's the Hydra stuff, I think. No, sorry. Bloodthirst is from farming in the Doom Tower, so that's a good place to go. Fury is a very rarely used set. I'm just gonna sell it all because I don't use any champions with it currently. Days is a set that I'm looking for good, very, very well rolled pieces, basically. The set is basically useless as far as its functionality because placing sleep is kind of garbage. If anybody hits it, it wakes them up. So unless it like goes speed or crit rate here, okay, I'm just gonna sell it. Like Days is a set you just don't need. Unless it rolls extremely well, like I said, you could use it as an off piece, then it's really just not worth keeping. Cursed, I'm gonna be pretty relaxed with this because I do have some champions I still need to build with this stuff. Accuracy and HP, it's not great. I have my best pieces already equipped. Speed is very much needed here, as well as crit rate for sometimes. I'm not going to rework any of these pieces. So like this shield or this sword that double rolled, if it was a quad roll, I'm not going to rework it, even for the chance at speed on these sets like this. The frost, that's just not going to be used. So I'll probably just end up selling all this, honestly. Yeah, don't need these pieces. This is where you start, wasting a lot of your silvers if you keep a lot of these sets, these pieces and sets that you're just not going to use. Start rolling them up for the chance of them to roll well and such. Now, granted, that is different parts of the game. Now, I say that, and I'm rolling this piece right here. So even if it double rolls speed now, I'm not going to do anything with it, probably. So I got better pieces in sets. These two are not, this is not really that good, honestly. This one, double roll speed, I don't need it. I mean, it's a good piece. This is not a very good roll, so being strict, let's just go ahead and sell it. Frenzy, not really a set I'm going to use. Regeneration is very valuable. So resistance, accuracy, speed, crit rate is all the things you're looking for here. Speed, speed, speed. Defense, attack, HP, not great. Defense, not great. Crit rate, speed, I'll keep that potentially for like a Tomb Lord or something. Not fantastic. Speed and resistance is good. Resistance, defense, and speed, not too bad. HP, I got some better pieces already. Crit rate, accuracy, HP, I'll keep that for now. Very spread, but spread with all the stats I need, honestly. So I'll keep it. Spread, pretty solid. I'll roll that up to see what I get. And then this piece is accuracy resistance. I'll probably just sell that, honestly. because I have some pretty solid regeneration pieces. I don't really need any more regen pieces. The defense percent is good. I mean, it's triple roll defense percent, so it's not bad. If this goes crit damage, I'm going to sell it because I really need some high quality pieces here. Resistance, accuracy, these are for like solo champions. So resistance, accuracy, speed's all good. Immunity, triple roll, or essentially triple roll crit rate's okay. Possibly for an immunity nuker, but honestly, that's so outdated. Like the chances of using that's very, very low. But this piece is possibly for a off piece, so I'll leave it for now. But I'm really looking for speed. For a bomb cleanser, essentially. Triple roll crit damage. This piece right here was a crit rate stuff, so possibly could finish that damage dealer set I have. Like I said, that's probably just living in the past. It's not really a set that's used like that anymore. But speed, possibly resistance are the things I'm looking for. I really don't use immunity at all. Like, it's a very much outdated set. Stone Skin's just better. Untouchable's better than that. So for now, it's probably going to be pretty strict on it. This piece, let's see what we get. Speed, resistance, accuracy. So I'm looking for much faster. Like a triple speed or double speed is really what I'm be looking for there. So we'll get rid of it. Shield. Shield's good to have a set of. Speed, HP is really what I'm looking for. Speed typically because the champions go before Seer, place debuffs, and I need them to actually be fast. So keep a little bit of that. My champion's already built for dungeons, which is so important. If you're doing gear cleansing, it's very important that you have your champions built out pretty well for most areas. So you know, hey, when I'm selling this piece of gear, I'm probably not going to be using it on these champions anyways, because I've already got these champions equipped. So your champions are already equipped with your probably best pieces. So the pieces that you're selling are probably lower quality anyways, right? At least my thought process. Like I said already, quad roll HP, it's kind of cool, so I'm going to leave it. Actually, can I rework that? No. So it's not actually that cool. I'm going to sell it. Triple accuracy, decent support. So with Relentless, it's a few things. It could be damage dealer or support, typically for Hydra. So we're looking for accuracy, resistance, and speed is the main priorities here. Accuracy, resistance, speed, and crit rate. So accuracy, resistance, speed for a support, crit rate, speed, crit damage, attack percentage, defense percentage, HP percentage in that mix for a damage dealer. So these two are good. This one is not good. This one is kind of damage dealer. We'll see how it rolls. I'll get it upgraded a little bit more. Damage dealer possibly. If I got more crit rate stuff, I'm probably just going to sell this though, so that one gets the chopping block. It's not a very good damage dealer piece, so it's going to be sold. Crit rate, some accuracy. A lot of damage dealers do need some accuracy for Hydra stuff, so okay, we already have some better pieces than that. I'm probably going to go through this a few times because a lot of these pieces I seem to have other pieces that are actually pretty decent. Crit rate, accuracy, resistance, so possibly use crit rate, crit damage. Not a good match there. Crit rate, defense, possibly goes triples, crit rate, speed, attack. Don't need it. Got other pieces that are better. This is quad roll resist, so maybe it used crit rate, speed, HP. Not too bad. Support piece, possibly with no support stats like HP. No support stats like accuracy or resistance, so probably just gonna sell that. This is a weird mix. Triple crit is good. Good support piece. Maybe double roll crit rate, possibly keep it. It's a shield. I don't have many good shields. We'll roll that, make it go double speed. No speed, no keep. And then this one is sold. So I'm gonna go through and upgrade some of these pieces, see what I get. With Relentless, there's a lot of champions that can use this. So it's a little bit up to you on what you actually keep. So we have crit rate there. We have a few crit rate pieces. Crit rate, accuracy, triple crit rate, crit damage, accuracy, crit rate, attack. So we get crit rate with accuracy, double roll crit accuracy. Slightly different. This one has some weird stats. Let's see what it gets. As long as it dodges resistance, it's fine. Honestly, it's probably not worth taking to 16. I just got better pieces than that. So these are all pretty decent pieces, honestly. I could probably sell more of these weapons because I don't need that many, but I'll keep it since I don't have the need for it right now. Defense, flat, no, just get rid of it. I got better helmets, so don't need to have a whole list of Relentless stuff. This one could be reworked. It's crit damage, which is pretty valuable, but it's got no crit rate, no speed, nothing like that. So let's rework it. The roll, I think, is kind of low. Let's rework it. Could be amazing. HP percentage, pretty much dead as well. So I'll get rid of that. The crit damage could have been used, honestly. But the other stats just weren't great, so I'm going to drop that out for something else. The other ones just didn't match. No speed, nothing like that. So quad rolls are good, but think about it. If you have a quad roll crit damage, or you have a roll into each stat, but each stat's actually valuable, I mean, in a way, it's like a quad roll. If you're rolling into speed, rolling into crit rate, rolling into crit damage, and rolling into attack percentage, that's almost as valuable as having a quad roll in a sense, because the quad roll is going to get you closer to the stat priority you need to hit. And if you have your stats spread, it's not always a bad thing. Now, of course, getting quad rolls into things like speed, of course, what you're looking for. But quad rolls into crit damage where the rest of the stats are dead isn't that good, because with speed, you can build around that pretty easily. With speed, you just need to go fast. With crit damage, you still need a crit rate. You still need to go fast. You still need to do good damage from your other stats. So it's a little different. That piece could have been kept, could have been not reworked. Maybe that was a mistake. I'm not sure. But either way, we're just going to move on from that. My wife texted me I'm recording. Yes, about 20 mins max. Hopefully we can get through this in 20 minutes. So now, this is good. Savage, I'm not super strict with. Just damage their set though. This one is debatable. I mean, speed, crit rate, accuracy is good. Let's see what else we have. Crit rate, crit damage is good. I'm looking for double crit, stuff like that. Double roll crit. Just speed alone, don't need that. HP attack is dead. Could possibly be reworked though. Quad roll attack percentage. If I have a champion who has a lot of crit rate, possibly. It's one of those things that, like, these stats, this one's okay. This one's not, these two are not very good. So if I haven't reworked it, I may rework that one. Triple roll crit damage, no crit rate. Probably kind of difficult helmet to use. I'll keep it for now though. This is a good one. This is, I'll roll it to see what I get. Crit damage, defense, crit rate. Let's see what else I have. Crit rate, speed, crit rate. Don't have great savage stuff, honestly. Defense, speed, crit rate. Decent for like a newt or something. Resistance, not usable there. This is not great. I got plenty of speed pieces. These both are triple roll speeds. Which one do I keep? The mythical one, I think. That's okay. So these pieces, this one, could it be reworked? It could be. 3, I don't got very many of that. But it could be really good if I reworked it. This one, which is a quad roll attack percentage, is really cool. But this could be something even better. I mean, quad roll attack percentage is very nice. But a quad roll crit, quad roll speed, possibly even on this, with some crit rate substats, could be completely game changing. Let's see what this hits. Ah, dang it, so useless. The quad roll attack percentage is something I have throughout the account, and it's very valuable, and it can be very valuable, but there's so many things that could be so much better, I think. So was that one worth it? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. This is a triple crit damage. Very similar thing, like no crit rate, very good rolls in crit damage, but I could possibly rework that. I don't know. It's kind of up in the air on that one. Because for Savage, I really want crit rate and speed. I already have champions built pretty well. I just need to push the stats even higher. This is just not doing that. So this one is like decent for a support champion, but Savage is not a support champion. Unless you're supporting your team, killing everybody, then maybe. But this Savage is a set that I really want very good pieces in. I'm debating on reworking this. I have 7 left. So it's very much possibly worth it. Let's see what else I have in other sets. Sold. So this has to be just good pieces. Honestly, crit rate's fine. I have destroy sets equipped on some people, so I don't really care about keeping too much. It's good for Scarab, but it's not required. You can do it with other champs. I only use it in Centranos, so I'm gonna sell that stuff. Accuracy, speed's very good for stun. Crit rate, attack. So we're looking for speed, possibly crit rate, but really just speed and accuracy. Accuracy is really actually important for stun set champions, especially like Uko and stuff, but it's not even used that much in arena anymore, so I'm gonna sell majority of it. It was really good at one time, but it kind of died off because of polymorph and other things in the arena. This is a really good chest, or a really good shield possibly. Okay, actually, yeah, triple roll, essentially speed, accuracy, and HP. It's very, very good. This is kind of weird taking it to 16. Don't really need that. So I'll get rid of that. Toxic, looking for a crit rate. Actually, no, not really looking for anything here, honestly. Just really well-rolled pieces. because I already have my clan boss done, and Toxic's not really used that much anyways. Speed HP, it could maybe go quad roll speed. Quad roll because it has the 1 stat already. This shield's possibly decent. It has triple roll, crit rate. This, let's see what we get. Okay, no, it's useless to me. So my clan boss, plus I'm using Toxic. These sets at the bottoms where it's much more valuable to me. Provoke with accuracy is good. This crit rate's not really used. I have a lot of stuff already equipped, so I got some good sets already in my account. Like 2 or 3 good sets. I really need speed, possibly crit rate, but speed's like the main thing. All these pieces I look through every time I go to gear my champs. I'm like, dang, I need these other good pieces. I just don't have them. So these just like troll me all the time. This, if it goes speed, I keep. If it doesn't go speed, I get rid of it. I'll keep it. Retaliation is like a damage dealer set, but also can be used for debuffers, so like accuracy is pretty good. I'll keep some crit rate, speed, crit rate, accuracy, the stats I'm looking for. It's kind of an interesting set. It could be used on some fun champs. So these 2 pieces, I'll keep the speed one. I can get accuracy from perception easier. So we'll keep a few of these just for a possible set in the future. Avenging is pretty stupid, honestly. 45% chance to counterattack when receiving debuffs. It's very niche. I'll keep a few decent, these are actually pretty well-rolled pieces anyways for an offset. And I do keep pieces like that. But as far as this set alone, like by itself, it's so niche now. Some champs can use it though. Triple roll speed, I keep those. Triples and quad roll speeds I typically keep. Triple roll resistance in this set, don't need. Stalwart's good, Defiance better. So it's a 2-piece set. And I do 2 of those and it equals a Stalwart, and it gives me the same bonus anyway. So plus extra defense extra defense by itself. I have plenty of Defiance, so I don't need Stalwart. Reflex. Crit rate, HP percentage. Not bad for possible HP champion. Not really great though, because Reflex is typically more like speed focused. So I'll see what else I have. This is better. Yeah, so probably can get rid of that one. Speed and crit rate's better. The triple roll HP, it's questionable. Actually, no, it's not. I don't need it. If it was speed there, it'd be worth it. Speed right there instead of attack would be worth it. But this is a stat that it's kind of weird on Reflex, honestly. No speed, probably not gonna be used. So this is okay. Let's see what else I have. It's the best helmet I have. These 2. This one's good speed. This one's good crit rate, so I'll keep both of those. Crit rate HP, I like it. Speed, crit rate is what I'm looking for in those sets. This is triple roll speed. This is triple roll speed. So, speed HP, kind of weird. I have 2 pieces like this already, so I don't really need any of these. I mean, it's triple roll. I'm going to sell this piece, which was part of a video. So I'm actually going to sell that because I don't need it. This is useless. Honestly, all these are pretty much dead because I have plenty of triple roll speeds in the account now. The glyph makes that more valuable since I already used the resources on that. 21 is pretty decent. But this substats are kind of weird. I probably don't need it. I have a lot of triple rolls in perception and speed and stuff like that, so those are just better. I know I said in Stalwart that I keep the triple roll speeds, which I did that one. I'll keep this one for now. Maybe not in the future. I don't know. It's very much debatable. Let's see what Cruel looks like. So this is pretty good in Cruel. Cruel I'm a little bit less strict on because it's very good defense ignore, attack percentage, and it's a 2-piece set. Keep that. Speed. I'm looking for a crit rate though. Crit rate's what I needed. This is not a support set whatsoever. Just a damage dealer set. So crit rate's really what I'm searching for here. Crit, flat defense, double speed, no crit. Crit with attack percentage is nice. Speed accuracy is okay, but we got other stuff we're looking for there. Crit rate, accuracy, I'm not going to use that. Single crit, double crit. We'll see what else shields we have. That may be on the chopping block to go. Both of these are the only ones with crit I have, so I'll keep both of them. Keep both of those. Speed, crit rate, possible defense nuker. Crit damage with speed. Keep that one. So this is speed and defense. This is crit rate defense. These are both defense. These are all defense pieces anyway. So what I got? I got speed defense, speed crit rate defense. Is that the same as this? So what do I want most here? I want some good speed rolls. So this is good speed rolls. This is not so good. So that goes sell as well. Crit rate, defense, pretty low crit rate, I believe. Yeah, pretty low. These are both low rolls, I think. 5%. I think it goes 5 to 7. This is kind of low roll actually as well. This is pretty decent. Let's keep a few of these. Not a ton, honestly. This one is... The speed is well rolled. The crit damage is not great. And the crit rate's pretty bad as well. But it's a good flex piece. I don't have a ton of shield, so I'll keep them. Immortal. Looking for speed. Accuracy, HP percentage, possibly some crit rate stuff. This is okay for speed on the first piece. Don't need a ton of crit rate stuff. I find myself and a lot of players actually keeping a lot of crit rate stuff in Immortal. It's good for some nukers, very few nukers. But it's like, as far as your HP-based champions dealing damage, is okay possibly. But really speed, accuracy, HP percentage is really what you're looking for here. Survivability stuff, basically. Defense percent is good. We already got this is pretty good. HP percentage, crit rate, don't need the damage dealer stuff. Very few champions are going to wear that. You'll convince yourself that it's good, and then in reality, very few champions are actually going to wear it. These two shields, this one's rolled better. It's 18, and this one's at 15, so I'm going to sell the 15, keep the 18. Sorry, the 16, keep the 18. It's got accuracy as well, so it's just better. Sometimes when you go through your gear, it's good to compare. Hey, I already have a shield that's better than this one, so I'm just going to keep the better one. Even though they both could be decent, keep the better one. So a lot of this stuff sold. Some of this stuff could be kept, possibly. Double roll crit rates look possibly enticing, but just don't need them, honestly. Like, it's just wasting space in my inventory. That could be used by a piece that are actually much better. Offense, I'm looking for just well-rolled pieces. Attack percentage and extra shield is really useless, honestly. Not a very good set. This is possibly useful in that set. For that set specifically, it's a very well-rolled piece. Nothing else is. So looking for crit rate, like damage dealer stuff here. Speed, crit damage is okay. Crit damage, we have triple roll crit damage. So quad roll crit damage essentially with crit rate, it's okay. These two pieces match. They're good. And then those are not. So this weapon, this shield is okay together. Divine Life. It's okay to keep some of these pieces like this set because sometimes the sets do come in handy. Divine Life is a support set, so we're looking for support stuff. But in reality, in general, I don't keep very many divine sets. But if you have really good pieces, it is, I guess, worth keeping them because it's like anything. You can make them work. They're two-piece sets, but just difficult to get very good pieces from them. If you do get good ones, though, keep them. Quad roll speed, basically. Some speed and accuracy. It's a 5-star piece, can get rid of that. Got a better piece there, don't even use it. Looking for speed, though. These are 6-star pieces, 16 speed, lower speed. Okay, so nothing that really stands out there is like, yeah, this is amazing. These are, hopefully go speed here, make it actually worth my time to keep it. Does go speed, very nice. Now Swift Parry, got a decent amount of this. Let's see. Crit rate, looking for here. Crit rate's good, speed's good for a support champion. Speed and HP, but I don't want to keep a ton of this stuff. I used to keep a lot of Swift Parry when it was more meta. It's not so meta now, so I'm rather keeping other pieces that are even better. Speed, crit rate's good. Resistance is possibly decent here. Some of these pieces could be justified. This one, HP percentage, is ideal for arena champions, so I'll keep that one. Speed is good. HP percentage with crit damage is not bad. The crit damage is useless, but the HP percentage wasn't bad there. Like I said, HP is ideal for arena champions over defense anyways. You still want defense, but HP is really what you look for. This isn't bad. It could roll more speed there. Got some speed. Very nice. Deflection. I like to have some sets of it, just potential in the future, but in reality, I don't really use this set at all. Actually, I've never used it on any champion. But it's a set that I feel like is going to have an interesting use eventually, so I want to have enough to make a set from it. It's really janky gear, honestly. Probably just get rid of it all. Let's get rid of it all, basically. This one, speed, okay. Possibly keep it. I know I have a champion with a piece on him, I think. So maybe I keep the helmet too. It could possibly roll okay. Resilience is typically just a set where I use it to just sell, like I forge it and sell it. That's really all there is to that. Am I really going 16 on a deflection piece? Yeah, it's not great, kind of what I expected, honestly. But just because it's a weird set, I'll keep it. Resilience is really just a, hey, can I get a quad roll speed? And if not, I just sell it. Triple roll, I'll keep them for now. I had the debate earlier, so we'll just keep a few of them. Now I got 2 triple rolls there, so one of them's got to go. Which one's going? Okay, this one at the bottom, this one is kept. Okay, so don't use a ton of resilience anyways, so won't keep all that stuff. Perception, don't got a ton of it. I got a few triple rolls here. Triple roll accuracy, it's harder to use this than you would think. With perception, you really want speed plus accuracy. This piece isn't super easy, but it does have a lot of accuracy, so I'm gonna keep it. Triple roll speed, of course, I keep that. Speed, crit rate, accuracy, the things I'm looking for here. This is a good weapon. The helmet, no speed. It's nothing great. Quad roll attack percentage is very difficult to use as well. I'm probably gonna re-roll that if I can. Triple roll speed, great. Crit damage, crit rate, nice. Speed, defense percent, don't need that. Accuracy, no speed. Accuracy, no speed. I want like double roll speed, honestly, because perception stuff, you want your champions fast, honestly. So if the piece doesn't have, if it's accuracy with no speed or speed with no accuracy is less bad than accuracy with no speed, but you really want speed on these pieces, like really bad. Now, what piece was I gonna possibly re-roll? This one, I already reworked it. The quad roll, see, quad rolls just feel so weird to sell, but quad roll attack percentage is just so unlikely to be used with no other damage dealing stats and no accuracy either. So while it is a sweet roll, it's not really worth keeping. This hopefully goes triple roll speed because I need more triple roll speeds. They're beautiful. Excellent. Pretty high rolls too, I believe. 6, 12, 18, 24. Yeah. So very well rolled there. It's actually the best one I have. So I will actually glyph this one so I don't forget about it. Let's put a 4-star on it. +4, please. No, +2. Not bad. Not too bad if you ask me. So now untouchable. We're looking for speed, resistance, stuff like that. This one's fine, the first one. The second one's quad roll attack percentage. Pretty garbage if you ask me. Quad roll attack percentage as well. Probably gonna look into those, maybe rework them. But I think, if I already reworked them, I got a lot of quad roll attack percentages in this account. Okay, reworked, yeah. One of those things where there's no reason to keep it. These are both useless pieces to me, essentially. Attack percentage should come from a set like Cruel, Savage. This is just a bad set for it. Because even if I wanted to put more attack percentage on a champion, it's probably best to get them in from Cruel, because that's a 15% bonus plus the substats there. It's much more worth it from that majority of the times. When you use that piece, is so rare that it's not worth keeping in that possibility in the future. This Fatal, it's not no crit rate. The speed is okay, crit damage is okay. We're just gonna sell it. The Frostbite stuff, quad roll crit damage, may re-roll it. Crit rate plus HP. I mean, I like this set. It's a cool set, but I just don't use it anymore. Quad roll crit damage is kind of dead on it as well. No crit rate, honestly. Feels weird selling these quad rolls, but I'm just never going to use them. And Frostbite, I need speed. I need stuff like that. And Frostbite's not really a set that you use that much of anyways. I can forge more of it and get better pieces, but I want it to make sense for the champion that's going on. Or be a very good quad roll piece, which crit damage quad roll with no subsets that make sense doesn't really make sense. Bloodthirst is like lifesteal, just a little bit better. Extra crit rate, so I don't need crit rate as bad. If it was a quad roll crit damage here, I would keep it. But there's not, so... crit rate. So Guardians sometimes can be used for damage dealer, typically not, honestly. So let's just get rid of that. Mostly speed, HP percentage, stuff like that. Some tanky stuff is what you're keeping. Possibly defense percentage. Fortitude set is cool. Speed and crit rate. I mean, triple roll crit rate is possibly usable. I got plenty of pieces with crit rate, triple roll crit rate though, so I don't need that. But in general, if it had crit rate plus like speed, plus crit damage, plus another damage dealer stat, so I could possibly use it. But honestly, at this point in the account, I'm really looking for damage dealer gear that has more damage dealer stats, basically. Let me see if when I text my wife, that I'd be, actually, no, I was wrong. I said 20 minutes max, and we're just now getting into the deeper parts, because stone skin, protection, all that kind of stuff is where it gets a lot more in the weeds, because things get more complicated. So I'm gonna have to take a quick break. Let's go through lethal, and I'll take a quick break and then come back. So crit rate, excellent, keeping that. Accuracy, crit rate, debatable. This is much better, so I'm just gonna sell that weapon, unfortunately. Triple roll speed. This is damage dealer set all the way, so crit rate is very valuable for me. Quad roll crit damage is even worth it because crit rate's on it. So we'll keep that. Crit rate with attack percentage, crit rate with attack percentage again. Which one's better? One of them's gotta go. 19. Okay, so this is 19. This is 13. Okay, so they're a little bit different rolls. 19. Okay, so I think I should just sell this one, honestly. Actually, no, we'll keep them both because they're different roles. Don't need this anymore. Actually, these don't have speed on them, do they? They could. This does not have speed. This does have speed and accuracy, so that one's better. I gotta be super strict with this though because I don't need all these pieces. Because I got a lot of good ones. I just need some more great ones, honestly. The 5-star pieces could be kept. This could roll decent. This is good. I'll keep that. This is not going to be used on damage either, most likely. Needs crit rate, crit damage, doesn't have it. 1 roll crit damage. This is just an ugly piece, honestly. It looks potentially very good. I may rework that, but there's no crit rate, no speed. Crit damage with defense percentage is hard enough to fit. Triple roll defense percentage, I mean, it's very difficult to fit that as well. Possibly on some defense-based champion. I got that chest plate that has a high crit rate roll, so maybe worth keeping. This is a pretty low roll speed. So, don't need it because this one, this chest plate, this shield versus this shield are actually very similar. So I may look into re-roll in one of those. Crit damage HP, crit rate speed accuracy, not horrible. Crit damage with some crit rate speed, so both other good stats. This is triple roll crit, it's worth keeping. Speed and crit, it's not horrible. I'm probably gonna thin this down some more, but this is like a better Savage set essentially. I can rework this, so let's see. Triple roll crit damage. These defense-based shields are very much worth reworking for me. Let's see. HP percentage, not really better. I mean, honestly, not really better. Triple roll defense, it could be so much better. This is not bad though. This is not gonna be used. Actually, it could be used like on a Taras if I ever got that, or a Narcisse. So the HP percentage was actually probably worth possibly keeping. This one, it looks potentially good, but I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna rework it some hopefully crit rate. There we go. That's actually way better. Crit rate, triple roll, no speed, some crit damage there in a set that already is built in with crit rate. So it would make building a champion a little bit easier there, which is very nice. Always welcomed, always more than welcome to have that happen. This is actually okay. It's a decent roll. Crit rate's a little bit low rolled, but I will keep it. That one piece that I sold with the HP percentage rework, I forget what it had. Maybe I should pay more attention. Maybe it's too long. I need to take a step back. This is okay. It's 5-star. Not great, but it's got good rolls for an HP-based nuker, possibly even Narcisse if I can get him fit in there. So I'm gonna take a little break. I want to see that piece of gear that I sold, because that may have actually been worth keeping that shield. That may have been a slip up. Either way, lethal is definitely worth using your re-rolls on, because it's just such a valuable set, honestly. This triple roll speed is questionable, but with speed being so meta, I'm gonna keep it. Maybe, I mean, it's very low rolled, honestly. It's a 20 speed, but the only thing that'd be better is crit rate, honestly. So this is, it's okay for a defense-based nuker, eventually, possibly. So I'm gonna save these. Let's see what this goes to. Accuracy resistance, not great. Speed would have been ideal there. It's accuracy, once again, not great. Not really what I'm looking for. I really need speed. Resistance. It's not, I'm not gonna sell it, but those are not great rolls. So guys, I'm gonna be right back in just a few moments. All right guys, so I'm back to do the rest of the gear cleansing. However, I look back on the replay to see this piece, and this HP percentage triple roll with crit rate could have possibly been used. I mean, speed would have been really good instead of resistance, and it definitely would have been used. A champion like Narcisse or Taras could definitely use this. It's debatable because with lethal, you do have the extra crit rate built in, so you don't need as much crit rate. Some speed would have been good. The HP percentage is very good there though, so I don't think it's a piece that would have been used instantly. It's not like an S tier, top tier piece, but it could have been used. The HP percentage is good. So maybe it wasn't worth selling. I got plenty of space, so I don't know. Either way, let's get back into the selling. So now we're moving on to protection. Left off on lethal, but it was just eating me. Like, did I actually sell a really good piece? Which is bound to happen, right? Like when you're doing these cleanses, you're bound to sell a few good pieces, right? Now that one, who knows? Maybe it was, let me know down below. Let me know what you think down below. If you watch this point in the video, which is like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours in probably. The accessory cleanse should be faster, but this one's gonna be a little bit slow. Now protection, we're looking for speed, resistance, accuracy, things like that. Mostly speed and resistance. Speed's like the top tier thing I'm looking for. Triple roll speed's ideal. Double roll speed's not bad. I'm probably just gonna keep triple roll speeds if I can get them. Double speed accuracy is good. These are going on champions who are ideally placing a lot of buffs, who are going to be helping out in Hydra, boosting damage, ideally 9-piece bonus. I don't care about damage dealers for this set, except for the fact that if it rolls really well like this piece, triple roll, essentially crit rate, crit damage, and HP, is pretty good. It may be used on somebody. The helmet, quad roll defense, maybe re-roll that, possibly defense, accuracy, HP, or accuracy resistance, we'll keep it. No speed, no speed, no speed. This is a set that I really want speed on. Like, really badly want speed. As ideally, very well rolled speed at that. Just because of the bonuses it gives, it's speed, speed, speed. Like, it's a speed set, essentially. We'll keep that one, possibly roll it to get a triple roll there. Plenty of triple roll potential. And it's a set that I get each week, so I can be somewhat strict on this. I don't need the crit rate stuff on it. It's not a damage dealer set. I don't plan on using damage dealer. 5-star pieces, very seldomly keep. It's not as like Stone Skin where it can fit on tons of different champions and make a lot of sense. It's really just a speed set, I believe. That one could possibly go decent. This one's pretty okay. Double roll speed there. Double crit. Let's see if it triples or quads. It'd be kind of cool. Double speed. Some of these double speeds maybe gotten rid of because I got so many. Double speed, crit damage, 17 speed. This has 18 speed. That one's better. We'll sell this other double speed. Really looking for triple speeds, honestly, at this point. This double speed plus, or the single speed plus accuracy is worth rolling up to see if it triple speeds or goes accuracy again. Double speed there. Well-rolled speed as well. Double speed, okay rolls, not anything crazy good. Could double speed. Double speed there. Kind of low rolls, it's a blue piece, so a little bit less stats in general. Let's see what we get from these. We'll go take these up to 12. Bada bing, bada boom. Triple, please. First one. Nope, not a triple there, unfortunately. This one. Looking for double or an extra accuracy roll. HP. Not going to keep that. Single speed, just not worth keeping, I don't think. Not for this point in the account. Pretty far along. Looking for like the best of the best gear, basically. That is a double. I have plenty of double roll speeds and protection as it is that are not equipped currently. So I'm looking for double with good other stats. Crit rate. Really not worth it. You can see right here, I already have a few double roll speeds, so that being split like that is really just not what I'm searching for. This quad rolling is really what I'm looking for. Don't get enough ore to make sense of re-rolling a triple, so I'm not even going to roll up any higher. This piece could go very well, or it could just be sold this next roll. I need crit rate or speed. Crit rate goes again, probably worth keeping. Okay, so it goes triple, or sorry, kind of a quad roll crit rate. And then a double roll crit damage, not bad. Matches the weapon, so kind of interesting there. Let's see if we get a triple roll speed. Taking it straight to 12, okay. Nothing usable there. See, this is why I went ahead and upgraded everything before starting this video, because obviously if I didn't, this would have been a very long video because, man, this mic keeps dropping on me, it feels like. I need to tighten this arm up a little bit. Maybe I'm just moving. Either way, triple roll crit rate, very solid. Very, very good there. So 8. Crit rate or accuracy I'm fine with. This is also a good set for resistance. Okay, another triple roll speed. Where's it going? Yo, Mike, come back. What's going on here? I need to get the Allen wrench in here so I can actually tighten this up because that's not right. It shouldn't be just dropping on me like that. It's like, it's a heavy mic, so maybe I have to just prop it up with my hand. Either way, I can hold on to it a little bit. It's fine. So this one's, it's questionable, honestly. I mean, we got plenty of double, triples, and all that kind of stuff, so I'll just sell that. It could be great for some players, but I really just want to keep the stuff that actually makes sense. Pieces that I click on, like, okay, this could probably go on somebody. I don't want to click pieces like, oh, that's not real. I don't really want to question the piece that I'm keeping. My goodness, Mike, what's going on here, buddy? My wife's like, who's Mike? Who are you talking to Mike? All right, so crit rate, crit damage is good. So stone skin pieces in general are the pieces I'll keep the most of because it can go on damage dealers and can go on support champions, specifically for PvP. So I'm looking for higher stat thresholds. Outside of PvP, where do you use stone skin? I've used it on a Godseeker before, but really I'm looking for a top of the line damage dealer or support pieces. Not really questionable. So this is a damage dealer for sure. little bit mixed, but could possibly roll some more. Let's see what it goes after I roll it up some more. This is kind of support, triple roll speed, so it's worth keeping. Crit rate speed, worth rolling up higher to see how it goes. Support piece. Kind of questionable. I have better pieces, so this is damage dealer. I like it. Not really great damage dealer. Might take it to 16, see how it rolls there. Not amazing. We have HP instead of HP percentage, so we'll get rid of that. HP percentage is better. This one's resistance. Resistance is decent to keep on these pieces. 5-star, triple roll HP. It's good. I like that. Support piece here as well. This is a good damage dealer piece. This is a kind of a weird damage dealer as a 5-star piece. I'm not going to keep that. Potential support piece with no speed, crit damage. I'm going to get rid of that. Speed, so good support piece. Speed and accuracy with some defense as well. Speed, accuracy, so it's kind of a support piece, but then it has crit rate, crit damage, so it's kind of in the middle. It's more like a hybrid damage dealer if you need a little bit of accuracy, possibly. So kind of worth keeping. Not so bad. I need to sell it. Defense is kind of useless. Crit damage, well, in this set, if it triple rolls HP, it's fine. Don't need that though. Crit damage, don't need that. I don't need it to have speed to keep it in Stone Skin. It just needs to have, it makes sense. Like triple roll HP, high rolls of accuracy, resistance, all makes sense, I believe. Speed and resistance is good as long as it doesn't go flat. Defense, attack, don't need that. Crit damage, crit rate, I really have better pieces than this. It's just not worth keeping that. Quad roll crit, worth keeping. Double speed, kind of it's a triple roll essentially speed, so I'm going to keep that. Support piece with no accuracy, no percentage stat, 5-star, sold. Support piece with all good rolls. Defense is questionable, but it's 5-star. I'm going to keep it. Not going to keep that one. Good, decent damage dealer piece. Crit rate, crit damage, possibly for a damage dealer. Speed, defense, HP, crit rate. Kind of a support piece. Could be sold. I'm going to keep it for now. Good support piece, triple roll speed. It's kind of hard to sell triple roll speeds of Stone Skin because you do need some of your Stone Skin champions to be fast. I mean, a lot of players think that Stone Skin, well, it's kind of a mix. Like, I got plenty of champions who built at 250 speed, and triple roll speeds help get that number to be much more achievable. So having speed on Stone Skin isn't a bad thing at all. It's actually really good. A lot of my Stone Skin champions are still pretty fast. It's kind of past the days where Stone Skin, well, at least for like live arena and content, Stone Skin champions aren't necessarily slow. Live arena, you want to start taking turns, so you want to go pretty quick. As far as plat goes, I'm not for sure how Platinum Arena meta is with Stone Skin, but it is okay to have. It is good to have speed on Stone Skin gear. It's very helpful. Crit rate, accuracy, defense, possibly for defense nuker like Ragash, if I can get him to Stone Skin eventually. HP percentage very good for UDK. A little bit low rolls there, I believe. So it could be like 28%. It's at 24. So speed, accuracy, crit rate's pretty solid. Very good for UDK. HP percentage scales very, very well. Bigger shields. Very good for PvP content. Good for damage dealer. This is a decent damage dealer piece. Support piece for sure. Kind of mixed. Not going to keep it. Not going to keep it. Not going to keep it. Crit damage. Don't need it. Crit damage with no crit rate. HP percentage by itself. Could probably sell that. Some speed double. Could probably sell that as well. This could be a damage dealer piece. Maybe. This is 5-star. Don't really need that. Want to move to 6-star pieces. 5-star. 5-star again. Now these blues. This one I don't really need because I got better stuff. This blue one's double speed with some HP. I'll keep that. We'll sell this stuff. Let's see if we can go through and roll up what the pieces I didn't sell. The pieces I didn't. Yeah. Let's see if we can roll these pieces up. See what I get. See if these get kept or sold. So HP. That's okay. That's actually pretty solid. Double roll. Essentially. Sorry. One roll in the crit rate. Double HP. One roll speed. One roll crit damage. So it's not a bad piece. May not be rushing to build a champion with that. This one's like speed. Possibly crit rate. It's kind of like right on the edge. It could possibly be sold. Maybe you'll use it for damage dealer, but it's very much questionable. This is a decent piece by itself. This needs like a crit rate roll or accuracy resistance is possibly okay. This, I'm looking for another roll in HP or speed. Resistance, that's acceptable. I'll keep it. I'll keep that one. The rest of these are fine. This helmet, let's see. Pick it at 12. No flat defense, and it's kept. Well, flat defense, not kept. I want to make sure as many of these rolls are valuable as I can. So instinct, we're looking for crit rate, speed, crit damage. Attack percentage is good, but I want some rolls into, like, no wasted rolls, basically. This is potentially good because accuracy is needed for instinct champions, but very unlikely to be used. We'll really looking for good crit rate rolls. Like some crit rate, these champions have to be crit capped, right? Speed is great. I don't need speed as bad on this set because it does have some built-in speed. But I need crit rate and accuracy a lot of times because these champions do get built with accuracy. Crit rate HP is not bad for a nuker, for HP-based nuker. Crit rate there. So these ones are all good. These ones at the top are questionable. Crit rate, crit damage, HP percentage. Maybe with the HP percentage roll, I'll keep that. This one, just not worth it. This one is going to be difficult. Probably, yeah. It just doesn't have anything that stands out to me like, yeah, this is an amazing piece. Some of them are even questionable. Like this one's kind of questionable, but this was speed to be better. It's not horrible rolls. Still, I got hit crit cap. And in this set, hitting crit cap is still a problem because I don't have any extra crit built in. For bolster, it's speed, HP percentage is what I'm looking for, essentially. We're just going to click through the weapons, see if I have anything that stands out. So this one's good. This one, crit rate with HP is kind of weird. Crit rate, speed, HP percentage. So we'll keep that one. We'll keep these two. These three. But this one was it weird? But which one did I hit? Resistance, HP percentage. This one is... These two are good. These three are kind of weird, honestly. HP percentage, speed. I'll keep the HP percentage one, possibly, even though I don't probably need it, honestly. It's okay. If it goes speed, it'll be better. HP and speed, HP and speed, and speed. So, don't really need both of these. I'll keep the one that's better. 19 versus 17. So this is 6 speed. This is 6 speed. So this one's getting sold. This one's getting kept. Keep this. Trim out some of the bolster. I can forge quite a bit of bolster anyways. With Defiant, I'm looking for speed, HP percentage, possibly some damage dealer stuff as well, because it is a good damage dealer set for Hydra if you need champions to survive. I like the triple roll resistance. There's no reason to get rid of it, I don't think. A decent split there. That one's questionable. But attack percentage with no crit rate. Not going to use that. Not going to use that. I want accuracy. No, I want speed. Speed HP. Accuracy is great. It's okay. So these 5-star ones are okay. Attack and speed. It's difficult to use. No speed on this with accuracy. I can just go perception and get the same stuff. Triple roll crit's good. Speed and defense. HP percentage with no speed isn't great. I still want speed for this. This set is used on champions as like a broken set, so I still need the stuff like speed and such to actually make it actually work. HP is usually just like a luxury stat. After you hit everything else, you go for that. This could be decent if it goes triple HP or speed. It could make sense. Let's see. Speed and accuracy is good. Speed, accuracy is good. Speed, crit rate, possibly is 5-star, so let's not use that. The shields, speed, HP, very good. Quad roll HP. This is good because this set, it's a decent shield. A little bit questionable, but this set is very much tanky and support based. So this is usable. It's not very, it's difficult to use it still. This is more easily used because it's got speed as well as an accuracy roll. So it's easier to use that. But the HP percentage is so valuable that I could still use the other one. Crit rate resistance. I don't use crit rate in this set that much, so it's not incredible. It's a 5-star piece. So here, let's see. Could I rework this quad? No, I already reworked it once. So it's not necessarily so. It's not so unlikely that I'm going to use it. I need to get rid of it, so I'll keep it for now. Accuracy. It's not bad. Not necessarily ideal, but definitely not bad. It's usable. Stack some HP on a champion, make them pretty tanky. PvP or PvE content, maybe. Speed and accuracy, defense. No, I'm not going to use that. Didn't roll as well as I was hoping it would. So we'll get that done. So impulse, speed, possibly crit rate, crit damage. For speed run dungeons is like the main thing. Basically, I'm going to be using it. So those are pretty decent. We'll take this up to 12. Speed or accuracy, it's a keep. HP, it's a sell. There we go. Pretty decent. It's more of an RNG set, kind of like a reflex set. A little bit better than a reflex set. No, actually, it's not. 12% chance to reduce random skills cooldown. It's a 2-piece set, so it's good to use, but it's not going to be something I, strive for a ton. This set's okay, but it's very, very like Fury. It's not going to be one that I use very often, so very particular about the pieces I keep. It's got to have crit rate. It's only on damage dealers. So crit rate, same thing as like always. Crit rate, crit damage. Goes crit rate here, be awesome. Crit damage, possibly worth keeping for a defense-based champion. I'll keep it for now. Don't got a whole lot to use anyways of it. So now we're getting into the final little stretch here Righteous, looking for speed, looking for accuracy, looking for resistance, possibly crit rate, crit damage if I get it, but mainly speed, accuracy, resistance. Accuracy, HP, possibly. Speed, HP, don't need that. Single roll, triple roll accuracy. I think this one's a triple roll accuracy as well. So 41 plus 4. We'll sell this one, have a better one. It's not even being used yet. Triple roll accuracy is getting kept. Double accuracy with 1 speed, possibly be used. This is speed with attack percentage, not really for righteous. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense in that set. This set's speed and resist, so it's Hydra Mischief Tank. It's for high resist champions in Arena, which may want to have accuracy as well on them, like Mithrala, for example. Speed resistance is not bad. I mean, it's an okay piece. I'd like for accuracy to be there, but it's worth debating. I'm not going to use that. Flat HP, really not just worth it. Just not worth it, honestly. Speed, attack, HP, kind of weird. If I have better speed, I do right there. This helmet beats the other one out, so we'll keep that. Speed, accuracy, HP, percentage. Not horrible because HP percentage, but speed resistance is good. Speed, attack, not good. Triple roll speed is good. Double speed, crit rate, kind of feels weird. We already had double roll speeds. I think 1 or 2 of them at least. So maybe I keep another one because we only have 1, I think. So I'll keep 1 more of them. It has accuracy plus resistance as well. So the crit rate's not useful as far as a roll. The other ones are good. This is 2 useful rolls. One that's kind of mediocre. No speed on it though, which is a set you want speed on. If it was double rolls in here with no speed, then I maybe keep it, but nah, probably not gonna use it. This isn't bad. I like to see accuracy, honestly, there. 22. These are both kind of questionable, honestly. Let's see what else I have. So double roll speed, speed, accuracy, HP flat. Kind of weird stuff, honestly. Defense percentage, double roll speed, that's good. Triple roll HP, not going to use it. So yeah, I think that's what I'd do here. I need speed and accuracy. Speed and accuracy is very valuable for this set. So that's really what I'm looking for. Supersonic. This is a good set for turn meter booster champions looking for like speed, possibly accuracy are the main things. If I get a good roll with like crit rate, I'll keep it, but really just speed and accuracy and possibly resistance. But speed is like the main thing. It's like a speed set essentially. I look at it the same way. This is double roll crit with crit damage. Not really a damage dealer set. There's nothing here that says damage dealer. It's just support, speed, accuracy possibly to really make it shine. Now, if it's like a piece like this where it's a triple roll crit rate with attack and accuracy, speed, maybe I make it work on somebody. This one is possibly usable as well, but I'm just gonna get rid of it. We're gonna save our damage dealer stuff for damage dealer sets majority. These are 2 5-star pieces, maybe worth seeing if it quad rolls. Got a lot of 5-star here, honestly. I need to get to 8 though first. I need to upgrade some stuff for the current event going on anyways, so if it doesn't quad roll, I'm not gonna keep it. If it high triple rolls, maybe I keep it. Nope, nothing. So Supersonic, gonna be very picky with this because it's not like it's a very good speed set if you can get good speed pieces with it, but I'm just not gonna get a lot of good speed stuff with it. It's gonna take a long time to do so as well. So not like in a huge rave over, hey, I gotta get a lot of good stone skin or good Supersonic stuff necessarily. Not keeping a ton of, not like Merciless. Merciless is a set that is very much, okay, this is a support set or it's a damage dealer set. The 4-piece gives me a chance to reduce a skill's cooldown, so it's like a reflex set. But the 9-piece gives me a chance of getting extra damage, like duplicating the damage from an AoE skill. No, sorry. That's Slayer. The 9-piece gives me a chance of getting an extra turn, and the 6-piece gives me a chance to ignore defense. So Merciless is very much a support or a damage dealer piece. Very good for damage dealers in 6-piece, and very much usable for support as a 4-piece. So this, not really a great piece anyways, even with the crit damage triple. If it goes crit rate or speed, possibly. Okay, it's kind of a weird piece, honestly. It could be worth re-rolling this one. Nothing else really makes sense here. I don't have any purple chaos ore, so I'm going to save that for the future. Purple chaos ore, I will re-roll it. It's just, it doesn't really make sense to triple roll crit damage, so getting that fixed could be good. Double roll crit rate, that's good. These ones are all good. I've already checked those. This is just weird, honestly. If it triples, I might re-roll it in the future, but right now it's kind of weird. I need speed, HP, accuracy, stuff like that. Sorry, speed, accuracy, things like that, as always. This is 5-star. I would keep 5 stars. Definitely recommend that, especially on the support type ones, because you just need the effects mostly. Chance to reduce a skill's cooldown is very nice. Now this one's more of a damage dealer piece, if anything. Crit rate, attack, crit damage rolls. If as long as it dodges accuracy, we're really good. This is okay. I mean, not amazing, but the crit damage rolls, I mean, I don't know. I forget what 5-star can roll, but it's okay. For Merciless, I could use it possibly. Speed, triple roll would be sweet. Got speed, triple roll, very good and merciless. So I will be keeping that. It's 5-star pieces, but 5-star and merciless I don't think is horrible. This one's dead as long as it rolls very, very well. So we got a shield that's 5-star. Triple roll crit's the only thing I'm going to use. Shouldn't have even taken it to 12, honestly. This piece, speed or accuracy. Okay, HP, not going to probably keep that. Being a 5-star piece, I mean, it's possibly okay because the reflex set essentially, the 4-piece set bonus is possibly good for somebody. So we got a decent amount of merciless. I need to reroll one of them. I get some purple chaos ore, which I forget where I can get that from. I think I can get it from the clan shop, or yeah, I think I can get it from the clan shop, but it's not around right now, I don't think. So this piece is kind of weird, honestly. But Slayer is also another set that's a support piece or a damage dealer. So the 4-piece bonus is a support piece, very good to match it with other, like a 4-piece. So you could do 2 accessories, 2 artifacts, and then 4-piece like Relentless, 4-piece Reflex, 4-piece whatever, 4-piece Merciless, different things like that. But the 6-piece is a damage dealer set. Now, I got a decent amount of pieces. This one is not great. It doesn't have any crit rate built in. The set does give some crit rate throughout. It gives you 15% total. If this was like speed rolls and double crit damage, I would keep it, but I don't think it's worth keeping, honestly. This one's really good. Quad roll, essentially crit rate, crit damage and speed, so I do like that a lot. Crit rate, HP attack, got some crit on it. I really like some speed. This is a support piece for sure. It's a 5-star, so it's a little bit debatable, but this one I may roll to see if it's worth re-rolling. This is a good support piece. Decent. Well, I'll look. Actually, this one's not really that good for support. I need speed for the support, honestly. Attack resistance, defense, not great. Crit rate. I really want speed, resistance, speed, accuracy, things like that. Just really want speed for this. This one's like somewhat debatable. So just because I sold so many helmets, I may keep it. It really has no speed, and I do want these champions when running this to be relatively fast. 5-star piece. Decent resistance and accuracy and speed, so I'll keep it. It may not be used, but I don't need to sell stuff that strict, I guess. So accuracy, defense, no speed. Keep it for the possible reroll. This one, I want to roll it up. Crit rate, accuracy, speed. It's like a decent potential damage dealer piece. Crit damage, okay, it's not that good. This is not that good either. Resistance, HP. No, it's not that good. Accuracy, HP, defense, not great. This could possibly quad roll, maybe get reworked. This is good for support, not good for anybody. Could double roll speed, not gonna be good. Can't be really good. Speed resistance, not gonna use that most likely. If it double rolled speed, it'd be a different story. I do have a few champions already equipped in this though. So accuracy is the stat that you more so want with Slayer. Because most of the champions who like your neck modes who are going to be equipped in it are probably going to be using accuracy. I'm only taking this to 16 because of the possibility of triple rolling. Not going to keep it though. It's not really worth it. There is an argument to be made though. You may not need as much speed because you will have the boosts up from the speed from the 4-piece bonus. But in general, you're probably still going a decent amount of speed. It doesn't have to have speed on all the pieces. Like if it's crit rate, crit damage, it may not need it. This goes quad roll. I'll rework it. No, it doesn't quad roll. It's like debatable to rework this because it's not very good right now. It's worth selling, but I only got 3 mythical chaos ore and didn't go anything on the boosted stats. So it's like a legendary piece, but mythic chaos ore. So not really worth it, I don't think. This, if it triple rolls, I'll rework it. Doesn't triple roll, so not great. 5-star pieces, if it triple rolls, definitely rework. Actually, well, if triple roll speed, then no, I'll keep it. Yeah, okay, I'll keep that one. It's not too bad. It's got some accuracy as well. It's not too shabby. So there we go. I believe that's everything, guys. I believe that makes up for my gear cleanse. 469 pieces left. So I went from 1,200 pieces down to 469 pieces. So what I want to do now is come over to this graph that I did yesterday and take a look at this. So the copy of the pre-cleanse. So this is the pre-cleanse, what I did yesterday. This is a post-cleanse, renamed to post-cleanse. And then this is what, so this one should have a, yeah, it has a note section at the bottom. This one shows me what I had beforehand. 14, 20, 12, 13. So now let's go see what I have. So now as far as unequipped pieces, I have 469. It's gonna be the same amount of equipped as before, so 1328, which is great. As far as accessories, I haven't touched that yet. But for the rank and rarities, let's see. So rank and rarities, 1, 2, 3, 4, nothing, good. 5 star is 48, 6 star is 421. So 0, 0, 48, was it 48 I said? 48 and 421. 48 and 421. So now the pie chart is getting smaller and smaller, with most of the 5 star being merciless stuff, which is great. As far as the chest plates that I have, let's see that breakdown. So gloves, chest, boots, I definitely have much less than I did before. So HP is 13, attack is 5, defense is 11. So let's say 13, 5, 11. Crit rate is 6, and then crit damage is 10. So 6, 10. For chest plates, we got 10, 13, 13. Accuracy is 7 and 6. Only trying to keep the best of the best, basically. For accuracy chest plates, it's majority just gonna be speed. Like speed on these chest plates. Much else past that, I'm probably not gonna be using that much. And then boots, we got 16, 10, 9, 10, and then 9. And then for the speed, we have 31 left. So I sold a lot of the 6-star speed boots, it looks like. A lot of speed boots in general. So now, let's see. So the gear breakdown yesterday is like this. These are the breakdowns. And now, post-cleanse, chests got far less of all this stuff. Far less of everything, of course, right? But now I got pieces where if I click on my inventory, most of these pieces should be, okay, I may actually use this too. This is a triple roll speed, makes sense. I got a piece, double roll crit rate. These make sense. Some of these I could go back and be even more strict with. Like some of these 5-star pieces, I could probably just go in here and be like, okay, any of these pieces I absolutely don't need. This toxic set may not need it, but I don't got such a bad storage of gear where I have to go through and get rid of these pieces, right? Like right now I got 469 pieces and I'm actually fine. Like I don't need to go in here and cleanse anything else out. Let's actually cleanse my inventory real quick. We got plenty of space. These pieces are like my best of my best. I can gear out some Centranos champions, come in here and be fine. Kind of hate that I have more inventory here, but what do I got going on here? Dang, I got a lot of pieces. So come here and claim all this, but that's gonna be my gear cleanse on my account. That's being pretty strict. You can see that after being pretty strict, I go from 1,200 pieces to 469. I could even probably squeeze out some more of those, make them go away. Now, I need to come in here and gear some more champions. I got to get away from wanting to hold gear that's really good, because I think, okay, well, this is going to go on a champion in the future that's really good. Well, it's not necessarily, because it's been sitting in my inventory for so long. It's probably just going to go on nobody anyways. For these pieces, I'm probably going to sell majority of them. The 5 stars, 6 stars, I'll roll up if it's worth it. But I'll show you guys how I check this stuff. So ideally what you do before doing this stuff anyways is come in here and see, okay, is anything actually worth rolling? I rolled everything anyways because I need the points, but these are 5-star, not really going to pay attention to it. Crit rate, okay, this could be decent. Crit rate, good. Selling all this set. This is typically what I do to maintain my inventory a little bit decent. Attack percentage, no accuracy, don't need it. Could be decent. Attack percentage is kind of just dead. 5-star, 5-star. This point, I clicked through 5 stars pretty quickly, honestly. Savage, 5-star crit rate with extra roll into resistance. Not fantastic. Crit damage actually could be really good. HP, not great, not looking for that. Stun set, I have a decent amount of it. Curing, don't really need it. Crit rate, potentially. This is not used. 5-star, none of it's 6-star. So we're looking for like really heavily for 6-star pieces, of course. I don't want to add any more 5-star to my collection. This is from Hydra yesterday. Possibly could get a good roll into speed from that. So it's worth keeping. This could go into accuracy very well. Worth keeping that as well. This could possibly crit rate, crit damage. Probably not. Not really. Crit rate, resistance. These could be kept. I'm probably a little bit harder on these pieces than what I should be. But I'm really looking for speed on these. I feel like the champion needs to be fast. So here we go. Out of all those pieces, we have potentially a few more protection pieces that I keep. Double roll crit with some resistance. Pretty decent. Speed. Double roll speed with resistance, not double roll crit. For these gloves, looking for a quad roll speed. That would be amazing. Okay. get one more roll speed, and they're really good. I mean, they're decent. Okay, 28 speed on gloves. That's actually very solid. On this set of gloves especially, that is very well rolled gloves. This is the quad roll speed, essentially. If it would have rolled again, it would have been a quintuple. So this is actually probably going to make one of my champions my new fastest champion. 28 is 2 less than the top, so we got pretty decent rolls. We get +8 there, being really good. +7. This is a very, very solid pair of gloves. Unfortunately, it's flat defense, which is not good, but it will push my champion, who is fast, to hopefully be one of my fastest champions in my account. So protection set, now I could have one piece up here. Essentially, I think the 5 piece is what you go for. 3 at the bottom, 2 up here. You get the 12% speed bonus plus the 4-piece protective buff. So I have some pieces that make sense with this. So that's actually very, very good. This pair of gloves, looking for crit rate rolls. Double roll crit, I keep it. Honestly, I may keep it anyways. It's not great. Let's see what it goes for as far as the crit damage. Okay, I'll probably just keep this. 1 crit rate roll on these pieces, not bad. It rolled crit damage first time. It's a pretty low investment pair of gloves, so I'll keep it. Crit rate, looking for a double there. Didn't get it. Let's see. It's maybe worth keeping still. Speed with some crit rate. Both of these aren't bad necessarily. The crit rate roll would have been nice to have, but I do know I have quite a bit of really good crit damage pieces that this could contribute to. A little bit on the fence though. I'll keep it for now. This helmet, crit rate is needed. Just nothing, so get rid of it. So there we go. This piece, looking for just crit rate, honestly. Possibly crit damage would be good. Crit damage, looking for 1 crit rate roll. Do I have enough to do it? I do. So 13%. It's okay, possibly. I need to go and build some champs to see what really I need to do. But as far as everything goes, that's the gear cleanse for the artifacts, guys. So come back probably tomorrow, very soon. I'll do a breakdown of the accessories, but hopefully going through that, if you guys watched it, pay attention to the pieces I selected and everything, hopefully it gives you a pretty good breakdown on what I look for in each set, as far as what sets I actually look for the gear to match the set, and what sets I don't really care as much, and I can just, hey, make this piece a really good piece. Hopefully you can understand what sets are super valuable, what sets are not as much. But I do have far more artifact space now. If you're very strict with your gear, I don't think you're going to have gear storage issues. Looks like some of these pieces got slipped through the cracks. What the heck? Flat defense gloves. Oh, maybe I was going to try to roll those for speed. I don't know how those missed. This could be triple roll speed. I just don't need that anymore. Somehow those slipped through. I don't understand how. Either way, hey, sometimes things happen. Sometimes things fall through and you don't even know how. But let's see how close I am on this event. So I got some more stuff on this event. Let's go ahead and open up 20 cards essentially. See what I get here. Maybe I get some more Slayer stuff. I do definitely get some more Slayer stuff. Got a little chest there. Some Chaos Ore. Any epic Chaos Ore? I need to re-roll that one piece. Oh, one more piece and I'm done. Got a Void Shard. What are these last 2 things, I wonder? I don't feel like going through and figuring it out, honestly. Was there any epic Chaos Ore here? There is a 6-star. So one of these is a 6-star Chaos Ore. I didn't already get it, did I? No, I did not already get it. So let me go in here to the clan shop. Because I had a piece that was worth 6-star Chaos Ore, wasn't it? Got a lot of clan gold. No ore over here. So I'm going to come through here. What piece was it? What piece? It was a 6-star epic. I think it was down here at the bottom. One of these pieces. Yeah, that one right there. So take this to 12. It's really not that good unless it goes speed. Attack percentage is kind of weird, honestly. In that set. See what this hits. It's actually not that good, honestly. Just flat out. So I'll take some of the pieces that I already took to 12 earlier. Take them to 16. Some of these pieces, even still, I'm looking at, I'm like, I could have probably got rid of that. Possibly. But like this accuracy could be used in a support build for Hydra. This one, take it to 16. Hopefully it rolls speed or resistance again. Okay, it doesn't. So it's kind of mixed, honestly. Like once you go through this stuff, you may realize, okay, I can be more strict in my gear. It's actually okay. I don't need to be super, I can be, is that last thing I get actually the Chaos Ore that I'm looking for? The very, very last thing? This is garbage. Why'd I got this? Actually, it's not that bad. It's double roll speed, 16. It's not horrible. Oh my goodness. All right, so one last upgrade. These may not even be used either, but I mean, the speed is nice to have. It's always nice to have double roll speed. Did I already get the chaos sword? Oh, it's down here at the very bottom left. Dang it. So actually, I guess I already claimed that. How did I miss that? I don't know. Either way, let's see what it gave me. Merciless was this weapon right here. Rework. Let's see what I get. Hopefully crit rate, speed, something like that. Crit damage again. It's better stats actually. This one previously had HP, crit damage, accuracy, attack. This one has speed, crit damage, HP, and crit rate. So this is actually a much better piece. Much better rolls in general. That could have been a 6, which would have been awesome, but this is far better than what it was. So this is actually usable. The other one was not so much. So it does have matching substats, which is very nice. 473 pieces. So I got rid of nearly 1,000 pieces. So there we go, guys. Thank y'all for watching. Love and appreciate all of you. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. It's almost 2 hours long just for artifacts. So wow. So you can see what I do on my account. That doesn't necessarily mean that you should do this on your account. Obviously take your account, your areas of the game into context. Click through some of my champions gear. You can kind of see like where I'm at as far as the gearing goes. I of course still have plenty of gear I can improve on, but a lot of my gear is pretty good. And I don't really want to keep gear that's not good. I want to improve my champions builds. Speaking of, I can actually come in here now and try to build my Siphi even faster. So I don't have any good protection banners, unfortunately, unless I pick some up from Hydra, but it's kind of the downside is that I need some better accessories to really push the speeds of some of my champions, specifically protection accessories. But either way, I do got some pretty sweet stuff as far as that new quad roll glove. So guys, with that said, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the accessory part of the video. It should be quicker, much more, I guess, concise for the accessories, probably under an hour, actually probably an hour and a half-ish. So either way, thank you for watching. Hopefully you learned something from that. If you want to see me do more cleanses on different accounts, let me know, because I do quite a bit of gear cleanses. It's just I don't record them because I feel like they're typically pretty boring. I do think I kept some more stuff than what I actually needed, but at the end of the day, it's okay. We have plenty of gear storage, especially if you are relatively strict on your gear. You should be fine. So with that said, guys, again, the 15,000th time, thank you for watching. I love and appreciate all of you, and I'll catch you in the next one.